Good morning, race fans. Are you ready to get wet? We are. We are back on Jomtien Beach here in beautiful Pattaya City in the glorious nation of Thailand. And we're here once again for our coverage of the WGP 1 WaterJet Ski World Grand Prix. It's going to be such a fantastic week of race action. Yesterday already gave us plenty to get excited about. The action has been fantastic all the way through, and we have got ourselves some very busy races coming up over the course of the day. We've got the novices, we've got the veterans, both on runabouts and on ski stocks, and of course we've got the women's 1100 category as well. They're going to be finishing off their motos today, but we're starting the day with our juniors, and we're going to start first of all with the ski 4-stroke lights. We've also obviously got action from the spark stocks from them as well, but as you can see, if you were with us yesterday, the weather has changed a tad this morning. It's now got cloudy, the waves are starting to pick up a little bit, but it's quite smooth for the moment. I think the riders will quite appreciate not quite so much white water, not quite so much airtime today. And as you can see, I've changed it a little bit as well. Baseball cap, sandals, adopt, adapt and improve. That's the motto of the round table, don't you know? Let's go over to our commentary team. It's going to be a good one for the boys. I hope they're keeping cool. Dave Arnold and Mike Young. All yours, boys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jake. Looking pretty cool down there on the beach. Again, if you're just tuning in, we'd like to welcome everybody to the World Grand Prix #1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. This is Mike Young. Joining me for the call, my good friend Dave Arnold.
Hey, Mike, happy to be here. And I'll tell you, we're watching a little bit of the last of the juniors doing the slalom runs out there before we get things started here with our big races here with the junior 13 to 15 ski 4-stroke lights. But a little warmer yesterday, a little humid, but today, like Jake said, the cloud covers come in. We might get a little inclement weather, just a little bit. But you know what? They're already wet anyways, so what's the difference?
Yeah, I'll tell you, as long as there's no lightning, as long as there's nobody in danger, I think that we'll be fine. They said that there was a little bit of rain. It's supposed to come through from about 10 a.m. to noon today. It hasn't started raining yet here. It is a little bit cloudy, but I'll tell you what, definitely not dampening the spirits of everybody here.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm looking out there, I saw a lot of the fans are all excited to get here. They're starting to fill in. The pits are filling up. The grandstands are starting to fill up. They're getting this going here. You know, Junior watching the last of the slalom runs, and this is a little bit interesting. You know, at some of the other stops, they do a regular slalom. Here, they do the slalom using the splits and get a whole lap in for their time. So a new, unique twist on it, and I love how they do that here in Thailand.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff here at the World Grand Prix #1. Hey, by the way, before we get started, I'd like to say a very special thanks to our presenting sponsors this weekend. They include the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft. This weekend's event co-sponsored by PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. Our official media partner is the Pattaya People Media Group. And our jet ski riding clothing, you know who makes all that stuff?
Good old Jet Tribe, our good buddy Tony over there.
That's right, Tony Vo. And we're going to get to see his son, Andrew Vo, compete in his first race. So that's good. Takes me right into the first race here. You know, while we're finishing up slalom, we can tell you a little bit about what's transpired yesterday and what's transpired in Poland and in Lake Havasu. So coming into this event, Ali Alali is your current points leader coming into the weekend. He had 75 points. In second place, it was Andrew Vo, Tony's boy. And then in third place, Saif Al-Shawahi. And he had 63 points. Nadapan Kinapan with 60 points. And knotted up with Nadapan is Ander Hubert Laurie. Now, I don't think Ander Hubert Laurie is here this weekend. And we should be able to take a look at some results from yesterday because we ran 2 motos yesterday. And the person to beat in this class right here appears to be In Touch Longniam. Out of Thailand, sponsored by Yamaha Hero and Jet Bangkok, was perfect yesterday, won both of the first 2 motos.
Yeah, and sitting in second place right now is Ty Smith. Now, he had a rough one in moto #1, so he's able to get back on his boat. He fought his way back, but he was around 6th place. But with his combination of the second moto, he was able to get a second, so that bumped him up, sitting with 86 points now in second place. So it's going to be a good battle between Intuch and Ty Smith, but Ali, who's our points leader coming into the series, he's got a little ground to make up sitting in third place right now, Mike.
Yeah, currently sitting with 101 points. Then you got Chakchai Malasari out of Thailand, sponsored by the Ramatu Jet Ski Club with 91 points. Now, these are weekend points that we're talking about here. Saif Al-Shawahi has 82 points. Andrew Vo has 75 points. Anastasia Afansanko has 69 points, and knotted up with 57 apiece is Platin Petrovic and Alexei Krastov.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Also looking here, it's a couple first timers, Ty Smith, and of course Andrew Vo coming over the first time to do this. You know, a lot of these juniors getting this opportunity coming either from America, some of the riders from the UAE that are coming over here, as well as the Thai riders that are already here. And it's just exciting to see these young riders. This shows we have a great future in our sport. And speaking of one of our young riders, there's one there. That looks like probably one of the 10 to 12 ones, which we'll be seeing through later in the times. A couple of little guys.
Hey, by the way, we'd like to say a very special thanks to our host city here this weekend, Pattaya City, and of course the Chonburi province that houses Pattaya. Man, I'll tell you what, Dave, I've had a great time here in Thailand so far. How about you?
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful here. The food has been incredible. We've been able to do some excursions. So it's not just about the jet ski racing. It's a little about the lifestyle of being here in Pattaya City. And, you know, the hotels are just incredible. All the little shops, the night markets. It's a little bit for everybody here in Thailand.
Yeah, I'll tell you, if you've never been to Thailand and you're listening in on the live broadcast, I'll tell you what, I would definitely put that on my bucket list for sure. This is my first time, and I've had nothing but great experiences. And I think the thing that I love most about Thailand are the people.
Yes.
Just the disposition of the people. The only people that I've met with any attitude whatsoever have been tourists.
Yes. Yeah, I got to say, the Thai people are the sweetest people I've met. So polite, so giving. And it's just they want you to come here and enjoy it and enjoy what they live every day here in Thailand.
Well, this weekend's event sponsored by the Thailand Jet Sports Boating Association, affiliated with the IJSBA out of Half Moon Bay, California. Again, this tournament is ran by the WaterJet World Grand Prix, organized by Watercross World and Asian Multisports. And our tournament owner, of course, is the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix, Thailand.
That's right. And, of course, we don't want to forget the great host hotel, the Divari, which is incredible. In fact, they're doing a great party for some of our riders. They're able to bring 2 guests, go over there on a full buffet. And even I heard there's some free adult beverages going on.
Wow, see, I didn't even hear about that. You must have your thumb on the pulse here in Thailand.
Yes, I do. Not my first rodeo here, my friend.
Well, I'll tell you, I didn't know we was going to the rodeo, but I'll tell you what, it is going to get pretty crazy out there. That is for sure. Yesterday in the afternoon, or actually 2 days ago in the afternoon, as they were still practicing before we got started, it was really rough out there.
Yes.
You know, it all depends on which way the wind blows, because you got to remember, we're on the Gulf of Thailand, and it's just kind of like being on an ocean.
Yeah, we had a lot of the wind coming, I believe, from the south before. Now it's changed up, coming from the other direction, now blowing out to the coast. So we talked about the inclement weather coming. But we've had a couple days where the white caps are going on. It was a lot rougher. But as you can see with the picture, it is smooth as glass right now.
Yeah, and that spells good news for number 23 there, Panasara Tavapat, who is competing in our slalom division today. Once again, just got a couple more slalom competitors to go before we get into our closed course, and we'll start our closed course racing today with the junior 13 to 15 ski 4-stroke lights. This will be moto number 3 of 4.
And we'll be crowning some champions coming out today. That's one of the good things. I do believe some of the women's runabout. We'll be seeing some of the expert runabouts, as well as the juniors finishing up their week today.
Fantastic. Well, I know that we've got a full day of racing for everybody, so I hope everybody packs a lunch no matter where you are, no matter what time it is, morning, afternoon, or evening where you're at. We sure do appreciate you joining us here for the live broadcast of the World Grand Prix number 1, the WaterJet World Cup, and the World Series 2024. We got 3 races in 1 this week.
Well, that's right. We got the Asian Championships, the World Cup, as well as the World Jet Ski World Series. And there's several different riders that could wrap it up and win the trifectas, I like to say, of all 3 rounds.
Which is the Jet Ski World Series. Started in Poland way back, I believe, in June.
Yes.
And then we went to Lake Havasu in October, and it's great to be here in Pattaya for the final round of this. And, you know, these racers have traveled from far and wide. I mean, they literally come from all over. And it's going to be great to crown those champions. And they make a lot of money, too.
Yeah, and that's one thing that's great about the series. It's an expensive sport that they come here and to have the series support these riders, where some of them can actually make a living doing what we all love and keep us entertained. And it looks like we got a run going across. It was great. I saw up in the corner, we saw Mom up there with the 23, and I think her nickname might be Bambi there. And you can see she just tiptoed her way across that finish line.
Yep, Bambi running through the forest here in Thailand.
Speaking of the forest, a lot of great things that we were able to see. We were able to go see some monkeys out there.
Yeah, Monkey Island.
Monkey Island, and I went over to the elephant sanctuary, able to see some of the rescued elephants, and got in there, got to scrub them down and check it out, watch them walking through the forest and see how beautiful it is here in Thailand.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because, we ain't even talking about the wildlife yet.
Yes, that's right. That's a little bit north of where we are normally.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, if you want to come over here, I suggest that you come over here on Thai Airways International, smooth as silk.
That's right. Absolutely. First class, 5-star airline for sure.
So once again, I believe our slalom just running a little bit late here, which is why we're talking about this here on the live broadcast. Once again, coming up immediately following slalom, I've seen our junior ski 13 to 15 4-stroke lights class. They are already lined up on the line, and I'm sure they are chomping at the bit.
Yeah, early before the slalom, though, they were running practice. I was up out the balcony looking out at 6 a.m., and they were getting boats as the sun's coming up, or at least it's starting to get light out, I should say, and they were already running practice. So these guys were up enjoying it as soon as they're able to hit the water. And let's, talk about a lot of the, stuff that goes on with all the course marshals that have to get out there. They've done some adjustment of the track. A lot of work goes into getting this event going and maintaining it every single day.
Yeah, as I take a look down here, I believe we probably got 2 more slalom runs after this one here, for those of you who may be listening in. 2 more slalom runs, and this is the actual junior 8 to 13 years old women's 1100 stock.
So these look like they're the Yamaha 4-stroke 1049 cc motors in there.
That's correct. Speaking of Yamaha, they're here with us today.
Yes.
Yamaha is here. Sea-Doo's here. One of the booths that I seen with I thought was really crazy, and it's great to see him back in it. Darren's booth, Darren Adder, with Jet Pilot.
Yep.
Yeah, that booth is looking mighty fine back there in Performance Alley.
And how about Kawasaki over there with the new Hyperion with their new 1500 stand-up? And it's right up there competitive with all the aftermarket holes from the Fast Power Sports to, Commander Industries to a lot of the aftermarket holes. And then how about Freedom Racing with those wild cars over there? They are literally jet ski driven cars on the water.
Yeah, and they look like Corvettes.
Yes.
So, I tell you what, if you win the lottery.
Yes.
I would say, yeah. But, it's funny because I've been seeing more and more of those, and I'll tell you, Freedom's doing a great job, and what a display they got down there. If you want to check out one of these, maybe you're listening to the live broadcast and you live here locally, guys like Chip Gillian, Chips Ahoy, then come on out and check out Performance Alley because there's all kinds of neat stuff. PTT Lubricants is back there. Russia's got a bunch of stuff for sale back there. That's a good booth just to go by.
Yeah, it definitely is. They got some cool-looking stuff over there, I tell you. And the view is definitely not bad.
That's for sure. Well, it's hard to find a bad view here in Jomtien Beach, Pattaya, Thailand. That's where we are at this weekend, folks, for the WaterJet World Cup, World Series 2024, and the World Grand Prix.
Well, I'll tell you, I'm watching our stream right now, and it's great. They've been showing the parents up there, and you can see how serious, how intent they are. It's like, oh, they made a mistake. It's like they're out there with them. It's just so cool to see.
Well, one of the things I'm glad that Drake and his team have brought back slalom and have really made it. This is a really cool slalom idea that they have here. I was looking down here now, folks. They've been running slalom since 8 a.m. We didn't come on the broadcast till after 9. We had 16 slalom competitors in the junior ski 8 to 13 ski stock class.
One of the
and in the women's ski. 8 to 13, we had another 7. So
yeah, I was going to say there was
23
2
runs.
big groups. How about the wraps on these skis? They've done so many incredible. They're not painted. They're all wrapped up, but they are just so cool to look at.
Yeah, lots of fun stuff, man. It's great to be here in Thailand. This I don't know about you, Dave, but this is my final event of the season, and what a way to end an amazing season.
Oh yeah, this is my final too, and nothing until January coming up for next year for 2025, and of course always looking forward to what's going to be going on with the Jet Ski World Series, Jet Ski World Cup, as well as other racing around the world that we're looking at hopefully going to attend some of these next year.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk in the pits a lot to a lot of these riders that come from, like I say, near and far to descend upon Jomtien Beach, and a lot of them have told us about the little different series that are going on over here in the Far East. And Dave, we were talking the other night. I was like, well, if I could get about 2 months worth of work over here, I could just come. I could live in Jomtien Beach, and I could just fly out of Jomtien Beach. So that would be kind of like a snow burden.
Yeah, that's right. Or you get a big enough boat and you just head out the Gulf of Thailand and just hit all the Asian countries. Head down to Malaysia. Just right down the road.
Yeah, Malaysia's putting on races. Cambodia's talking about putting on races. Vietnam,
China.
Yeah. There's lots of good stuff going on here in the Far East. And again, I've been out here a couple times before, but this time right here just blows everything away, because if you could see the setup that they have here, it is absolutely 100% professional.
All I could say is first class all the way, from how it's completely ran to where the grandstands are set up. The Jumbotron that's up, that the folks in the grandstands get to watch all the action.
Yeah, see, folks, you might not have heard about that yesterday because I didn't make mention of it, but we had wind blow over our big Jumbotron. However, they took the Jumbotron apart yesterday, and they reconstructed it through the night, and the Jumbotron is back. I mean, I'll tell you what, these guys work their butts off.
Oh, yeah, we watched them into the wee hours of the morning setting up this site during the week while we were here. We'd go down, grab our dinner, we see them working, you watch it grow. It's watching it grow is what's so cool.
So once again, I believe this is one of our final slalom riders out here.
I believe you're correct.
So we are just about set to go into closed course racing. And once again, first closed course race is going to be our junior ski 4-stroke lights. That's going to be race number 25. Race number 26 will be the novice ski stock class. 27 will be the novice runabout 1100 stock class.
Now look at some of our sheets here. Just talking about, we got riders from Thailand, USA, United Arab Emirates, a lot of Russian riders. Right, like we talked about their booth, big contingency of Russian riders this year, and I'd like to see that grow.
Yeah, it was, I believe, the Bulldog Racing team I've seen on a couple of their trucks. So the Russians are in town, and I'll tell you what, they brought half of Russia here.
Yeah, that's right.
Here in full force.
SK Racing, Airborne for Russia, and those guys, and they got the Russia Rockets team. That's one thing I love about our sport. Politics aside, we just want to have a good time and do something we love.
Well, that's the one thing, it's about we're sportsmen. We're not we're not politicians.
That's
and
right.
I've talked to folks around the world about that, and I remember the first time that I went over, I did an event in Belgrade, Serbia. And we'll talk about that right after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยแล้วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกจะของเดินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งครบแก๊งออกไปซ่าซีสุดไปเลยค่ะ
อารยะคำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Great start to the day then here on Jomtien Beach with the slalom. I have to say I really love the slalom competition. There must be nothing better than being out there on open water all by yourself, pushing your own limits and really feeling the moment. Very, very cool to see those competitors age 8 to 13 get their first real taste of international competition. Right, we're going to get to the serious business. We've got a lot of motos to get through today. We're kicking off our program with the junior 13 to 15-year-olds in the Ski 4 stock lights. That's going to be an interesting challenge for them. They had a very hot day yesterday, much cooler today. There could be a few riders that will want to push the apron just a little bit over the course of today. We're going to see more from the slalom later. We're also going to get to see the first of our 2 motos over the next 2 days for the Endurance Cup. 30 minutes out on the water. That'll be coming up just before lunchtime. My goodness me, half an hour flat out in a jet ski. That's really tough. Right, the competitors are getting themselves lined up and ready. The engines are sounding crisp and clear like the song of a bluebird this morning. So it's going to be an interesting one. Dave and Mike, you're in for a real treat.
I'll tell you what, I think we're all in for a real treat. Jake doing a great job down there on the beach. 9 racers here in Dave. This is moto number 3. As I take a look down, looks like this is going to be 7 laps here for moto number 3.
As we see our schedule up there, after the junior ski 4-stroke lights, we're going to move it on novice ski stock. Novice run about 1100 stock. The junior 13 to 15, the spark stock, and I'll tell you what a crazy race that was yesterday, but we're going to move it on after that to the novice runabout stock. Women's runabout 1100 stock, and then the veterans runabout limited. These classes will be crowning champions out today. As you can see, they had the first couple motos yesterday. Now, I know you were calling the race, but what did you think of that junior ski 13 to 15 spark? They are not afraid to rub rails.
No, I'll tell you, we've seen a couple of them get together down the front straightaway, seen a couple of them get together around the horseshoe or the bubble there, the 2 greens right out in front of the main grandstand. And I imagine we're probably going to see a litlittle bit more of that today. There is no love lost there in that 13 to 15 spark class.
Well, we can see right now the weather. It's 89 degrees, 0.6 Fahrenheit. For folks over here, it's 32 degrees Celsius. Now, this course is pretty wild. 23 turns, 14 left turns, 9 right turns. And you can see on the start, they're forced to either inside or outside to choose their split. As they come around, they'll come back together through the merge that you talked about. They're going to serpentine their way on the right side of the track. Now, at this point, you like to call it the MasterCard buoy. Now, they're going to take charge and decide where they're going to go, inside or outside. Both red and green. Now, the note on the outside, they're solid. On the inside, they've got the white bands, Mike. You talked about that yesterday. That really helps the note to when you're in the water so you don't get confused.
Right, I kind of look at it like playing pool. You're either solids or you're stripes. And the solids are going to be the outside split. The stripes are going to be the inside split. Simple as that.
That's exactly right. I mean, there's a lot of there's things with these riders that there's little tricks like that you're just talking about that help them to know where they're on the track. Because when you got a lot of water spraying on, you're getting tired. Sometimes there's got to be little key landmarks or marks on the racetrack, just like in car racing or motocross, the same thing.
You got that right. Well, let's take a look and see who's down on that line. Okay, with 2 victories so far this week. We've got In Touch Longlium from Thailand, sponsored by Yamaha Hero and Jet Bangkok on boat number 422.
On the 517, coming to us in the United States from Lake Havasu City, Arizona, riding for Jet Tribe, Go Fast US. It's Ty Smith on his first trip here.
Boat number 9 is Alalali Ali, but he is from the United Arab Emirates, sponsored by P&O Marinas.
And our local rider on the double nickel, the 55, it's going to be Chuck Chai Mullarisri, and he comes from Thailand, riding for Rama 2 Jet Ski Club.
And boat number 44, Saif Al-Shawahi from the United Arab Emirates, riding for the Sharjah Jet Ski Club.
And coming to us from United States, riding for Jet Tribe, he rides the 160. He comes from Texas, Andrew Vo.
And boat number 5 from Russia, sponsored by the Russia Rockets team, riding atop of Yamaha today, Anastasia Afansenko.
And on the 333, coming to us from Russia also, but riding for SK Racing and Airborne, it's Platon Petrikovich.
And boat number 58, also out of Russia, sponsored by SK Racing and Airborne, Alexei Krastov.
Well, I tell you, Alexi had some big fans in the grandstands yesterday. They had the Alexi chant going.
Oh, and it was crazy. I seen he had cheerleaders. He had
Yes.
all kind of stuff going on. They had a big banner up. Actually, we're actually sitting in a tent right now, so you can't see the grandstands, but we can see what's on TV, what the cameraman hit, and the cameraman was loving them guys.
Definitely. Some shots of the grandstands up there. Speaking of some of the local riders, Thai riders, or family up there checking it out. See our good buddy Derek Carell down there. He looks like he's going to be holding for Andrew.
Yeah, Derek Carell working with Jet Tribe here this weekend. Just retired recently from Duke Energy out there in North Carolina.
And he tells us he's in love with Thailand and might be spending some time over here himself.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, I think we're all getting timeshares after this year. I think we've had such a good time. And like I say, they just roll out the red carpet for you here. So it's just so much fun. And everybody's so nice. So why not, right now with things, the political climate the way it is, I just like this being over here and no politics.
I think that's why everybody's here.
Exactly.
Especially a lot of the Russians I talked to. They're happy to be here.
Takes me back to that Belgrade story.
Yes.
Shuki had asked me to come over, and that's what he had talked to me about. He said, Mike, he's like, these are sportsmen, and there is no politics, no anything like that. I went over there, thinking that that it was kind of like the Iron Curtain, old Soviet, stuff. And I got over there, and it was like they were the most friendliest people I ever met in my life. And it's the same way with here. So it's I've really had a great career, and be able to look for myself and realize that some of the stuff that you hear from the media is not all true. If you listen to everything, you need to go out and you need to experience it yourself.
I was just going to say that. Don't believe what people tell you. Go experience it yourself and find out.
And you were talking about Derek Carell and Andy Vo. There they are right there, center screen. Derek looking a little bit like Hollywood out there, huh?
That's right.
Good.
See all these juniors here with their holders there. They all get one holder. These, again, the 4-stroke lights are all Yamaha 1049cc motors. 7 laps will make up the distance. There's our good buddy Ross Moore up there.
Ross out of Australia, one of the directors down there.
Yep.
Really an international crew, too. We've talked about it's such an international contingent of riders, but the crew is a very international crew as well.
Oh, definitely. Right from America to Australia to the UK. And I believe we are getting ready to get started here, Mike.
Well, I'm seeing the head stager down there still with the red flag up. Normally he's got a green flag up when it's okay to start, so I'm not sure if we're still missing a marshal. I see somebody climbing on the tower there, climbing up the tower, so we might be on a short hold here while they're fixing the tower up right there.
They were
first
pulling
race.
the timing blocks in is what it was.
Pulling the timing blocks in, okay. 7 laps here in this first one. Again, we just got done talking about Jet Tribe. Man, they got some great riding gear. You need to check out their website, one of our sponsors here.
Well, I got to say, I run the gear, and I love it.
Well, we're all running the gear if you're on the staff this year.
That's true. Nice shirts this year. I do get a little confused with the Asian sizes versus the Western sizes, as they put it. I've never seen Mike Young wear a triple X.
Well, I have aspirations.
Oh, boy, you're talking about ruining your psyche here when I have to put on a 5X.
So, yeah, I've seen this year, going back to the racing, I've seen like a big resurgence in personal watercraft racing. It's kind of like we've got new life. There was a little lull there for a little while, especially during the COVID years. And it looks like things are bouncing back, and we're hitting on all cylinders again.
Oh, yeah, and of course with the Spark becoming very popular, the new Jet Blaster from Yamaha, Freedom's coming out with all. There's so many different VK composites. We also have Kawasaki actually coming out with the Hyperion, teaming up with one of the Japanese companies. So it's really great to see that. Commander Industries, Fast Power Sports, the Pro Watercraft too. It's not just the big three. We've got aftermarket manufacturers getting involved, and that's really helping with the growth. Plus, watching these kids here makes my heart sing when I see we have a future. They're going to get older and keep racing.
Well, Well, this is what I was thinking. I would possibly get back into racing if I can get a sponsorship from Freedom when we start racing those cars.
Oh, I'm down.
The car boats.
Yeah, I want the Corvette.
All right, we are already at the red stage, getting ready to go green. And I believe that might have been a test right there. Just checking it out. Now, here's the thing that I noticed yesterday. Yesterday we had a lot of false starts. We had a lot of red flags. More than we should have had.
Yes.
But I understand, people have an itchy trigger finger. And obviously, this is like a one weekend type thing, a 5-day event where, it's like you either are on it or you're not on it. It's a one race event, I should say, not a whole season. Unlike, a lot of the folks that are in the jet ski Grand Prix that have been racing. But again, it's, these guys and gals really just need to stay consistent and
I give them a little pass. They're juniors, they're novices. They're in some of them are in another foreign country. There's a lot of pressure for the some of the kids, and it's good pressure. It's not bad pressure, for them to go out and they want to do pride for them and representing their countries out here. And sometimes you get a little jumpy.
Oh yeah. Well, especially at big events like this, and you got a ton of fans. You know what I mean? A lot of personal watercraft races don't have as many fans. Now you can see the green flag is up, so that means the stager is ready to go, and that lets Ross know that it's okay to go ahead and get started. And there's Chok Chai.
It looks like he might be on some borrowed property there. It says Spain on the side. So, yeah. And that's one of the cool things. You'll see like cover-ups of the 44 there on another number. Some of the guys are, borrowing boats, renting boats, and, we'll see different riders throughout the week ride the same boat.
Yeah, and a lot, especially the fast boats. You'll see them. Yeah, the folks know how to rent the fast boats out, that's for sure. It's almost like a side hustle. There is boat number 422. He's the guy with the bullseye on his back. That's In Touch Longnam out of Thailand. Again, sponsored by Yamaha Hero and Jet Bangkok. Ty Smith from the USA, sponsored by Jet Tribe. Currently third place in points, right behind Alali Ali.
I've you just saw with Ty, his dad's standing there, and his mom, and Ty's sisters here. I've been seeing them, and I have just seen the biggest smiles from them being here for the first time, and it's cool to see that. Just when we showed up the first time, seeing your smile when we walked on the beach to see this, that was all worth it. And you see that in everybody.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny when during the lunch break yesterday, I walked to the pizza shop across the street and ran into Ty's mom over there. And, I said, hey, Ty looked pretty good that second moto. You guys might be able to make it to the podium out here. And she was like, you know what? We don't care if he makes the podium or not, just as long as he has a good experience.
But she also said she wants to see him on the podium, too.
Well, of course she does.
Yes.
That's her mom.
That's right. So, yeah, we're just a few moments away here. Like you said, the green flag is up, and we'll see the lights click up from the bottom to top.
All right, we got Ola from Langkawi?
Langkawi Island, Malaysia, yeah.
Hey, Malaysia, what's happening, man?
You could just jump on a boat and ride up the Gulf of Thailand and see us.
There's 515 Smith right there. Looking down the line, 55, that's Chok Chai.
And then you see Platin Petrokovic on the triple thieves right next to him.
Petrokovic, one of our Russian riders. And it looks like he might need some sunscreen.
Yes. Yeah, some of the folks that don't see the sun as often getting a little red, little burn there. And sometimes when it's overcast, that's when you get burned the worst.
Yeah, exactly, because you can't really tell. And, I believe where we're at, I'm kind of geographically challenged, but I believe we're close to the equator.
We're a little closer, yes.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. There's been a call to action for our first race of the day. This is race number 23 that you'll see on the schedule. And we'll go yellow, it'll go red, and then we go green. Riders go on green. There we go. It looked like a clean start there. Let's start off the day right. Well, there we go, out to the first turn, and once again, In Touch going to be the one to beat. I believe In Touch was starting on that inside. It looks like he may have hole shot on the inside. We'll tell you here in just a second. You can see the race fans already excited here. First race of the day. And I'll tell you, they got some great fans out here as we take a look. That is the 422 of In Touch Longlium out of Thailand, sponsored by Yamaha and Jet Bangkok.
Yeah, he definitely on the inside. You know, we're going to have to take a look here and around who's inside, outside. We're going to see if we get a read. I believe that might be 9. That's Ali.
Yeah. Ali out of the United Arab Emirates. Second in points so far for the weekend. 19 points down, though, to In Touch. In Touch unstoppable yesterday. In Touch will be coming from the inside split as we get that drag race down the front straightaway. And your hole shot's coming from the inside. It's going to be In Touch.
Well, Ali's going to come across in that second position. And sitting second in points, you can see where Ty Smith, I think he was coming in third there. But as we follow In Touch here on the 422, looking very smooth. And I'll tell you, these water conditions, Mike, are really good to get this first lap in.
Yeah, you know, I'll tell you what I like to say. They're fast water conditions. You know, I mean, when you ain't got no surf, not even any bumps out there. I mean, it literally looks like a pond. The Gulf of Thailand is very calm today.
Oh, it looks like the 55 Chuk Chai is into that third position now.
Yeah, Chuk Chai out of Thailand, sponsored by the Rama 2 Jet Ski Club, did very well yesterday. He took a third place in the first moto and a fourth place in the second moto.
Yeah, that's a good one. Then Saif Al-Shawai, he's also in the hunt for the World Cup. He's sitting in that fourth position on the 44 machine. As we take a look, and then the back straight into the left side of the track, again to the split. And it looks like In Touch going to go to the inside.
Once again, coming into the weekend. And again, we're talking about weekend points right here. We're not talking about overall points.
Yes.
Overall points coming into this one. Ali Alalai with 75 points, Andrew Vo with 68 points, and Saif Al-Shawahi with 63 points. Those were your top three coming into this weekend.
Yeah.
Once again, the winner of the weekend will get could have 25 points.
That's true, yeah.
And so there's still anybody's overall title here for the World Grand Prix Series.
Well, as we're looking right now, you can see through the splits again, it's pretty much going to be the same. In Touch going to come out in top position across the stripe one more time. And it's one of these things that they talked about, getting that split so even. And we can see they're pretty much identical what they were. These riders are so on par with each other. It's amazing. There's the 44 sitting in that third position there. Saif Al-Shawai. There again, now second, the 55. Chuk Chai.
Chuk Chai still in that third place position, trying to reel in second place. I'm looking for Ty Smith. We haven't seen Ty yet. There's the 44 of Saif. Saif out of the United Arab Emirates.
So Ty was sitting in second points coming into today's round. So there he is. A little bit deeper in the field this time, Mike.
Yeah, I believe he's currently running in the fifth spot right now, unofficially, and Ty's on the charge. But again, he had a bad start yesterday in the second moto. First moto, I think he just was nervous. I think he had the butterflies, but definitely a good rider. And once he gains his composure, and like I say, that second moto, that's where I said, you know, I think he got his legs. He got his Thailand legs. You know, he's the butterflies are gone and he's ready to go. So you got Ty back there in fifth, Saif in fourth, Chuk Chai in third, Alalali in second, and In Touch leading the way. And about 5 seconds the gap between first and second, and 5 seconds the gap between second and third. So they're pretty evenly split out right now.
Yeah, at this point, you got to, unfortunately, you know, these skis are so equal on speed. The rider talent, I think, is very close. Comes down to a good, In Touch had a great start again as we go and look at Ali again. But getting back to the point is you got to almost hope the guy's going to make a mistake in front of you. You know, if he goes a little wide, may stab the nose a little bit, lose a little bit of time. But
by the way, we appreciate all our friends listening in here on the live feed. I'd like to say a big shout out to the cowboy, Kelly Myhan, who's listening in down there at, I believe it's Lake Altoona, Georgia.
Hey, Kelly, what's going on? I believe my better half, my lollipop Leslie's listening in at home.
All right, so we got a bunch of folks listening in the States. Let us know where you're from, folks, and we'll give you a shout out as we can see what you guys are posting up on the board here during the live stream. We'll call the action as we see it, and during a little bit of downtime, we can come over and salute our great spectators that are in the sport of personal watercraft racing. And you can see Ty Smith now on the charge.
Definitely getting a little closer. We're going to have a little battles. It could come down to the split here as they move to the left side of the track now.
7 laps, a lot of laps here for the ski class. And it doesn't sound like a lot of laps if you're listening in at home. However, this is a ginormous track. I mean, the track is huge out here. And it's, I think with the ski class, we were timing them right around 2 minutes.
Yeah, close to 2 minutes for the juniors.
And
it's a little faster in other classes, yeah.
Right, yeah, but it was 2 minutes for the juniors yesterday. I think it was a minute 58 was the fastest one I seen. And then if you look at the runabouts, the runabouts are still running over a minute 32. So, I mean, we'll be going 7 to 10 laps in all of our races today.
And one of the things, these are stand-ups here, so these kids got to be in shape. Your legs got to be strong, and you're not just standing up. You're switching feet. You're pushing down to the ski when you're going in the corners. You're squatting. You're getting up. It's like doing squats for 15 minutes straight.
The courtesy flag's just now coming out, and in case you folks at home, maybe you're first-time watchers here, personal watercraft racing, when you see the white flag and the checkered flag rolled up and crossed, that means that the race is halfway complete. Looks like second place went down. That's or third place rather went down. Chokchai.
Yeah, he was sitting actually in second, and then going down. Ali was able to get by him there. So let's see if Saif or Ty Smith are going to be able to take advantage of that.
Well, there's Saif and Smith right there. That's Saif on the 44. It looks like his electrical tape's coming off. I mean, his number.
He's on that borrowed property. And you see Ty Smith, of course, shipped his ski over. So he's like his, personal ski, so he's very familiar with it. And that's one of the things is some of the riders, you may be on a boat, they may have a little bit different handling package on there, not set up to your liking. So the ones that actually have their own property here, I think, have a small advantage.
By the way, folks, next up will be our novice ski stock class. That's race number 26. Then we got race number 27. It'll be the novice runabout 1100 stock. 28 is the junior 13 to 15 spark stock. One of your favorites, Dave.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sorry, but I love close competition, and that really gave it.
Well, there's our race leader once again, In Touch Longyam, out of Thailand, and he has been unstoppable so far here in the junior 13 to 15 ski 4-stroke lights class.
Yeah, I would have really wished he would have made some of the other rounds, and he would have been definitely in the hunt for the World Cup and the Jet Ski World Series.
But I'll tell you what, he is currently leading the points in the Asian Championships.
Yes.
Again, like I say, there's a couple different events going on here this weekend where they're getting points.
He was in Osaka, Japan. Oh, that was close. Ty Smith coming off the inside. He was right up on the 44 Saif. We've got a race, Mike.
Yeah, I'll tell you, a big battle going on between those two youngsters right there. Saif and Ty Smith. Saif Al-Shawahi out of the United Arab Emirates. And again, Saif sponsored by the Sharjah Jet Ski Club.
Of course, Ty Smith over here with the help of our good buddy at Jet Tribe. And, of course, Christoph from Go Fast US.
They just showed his picture on the bottom right. I didn't recognize him. That don't look like Ty. Come on now.
That was his Halloween costume.
Okay. Fantastic. In Touch, still your race leader as we watch the battle here for third and fourth place. Saif still in third. Smith still in fourth.
Yeah, this could be really interesting if it stays this way as we go into the fourth moto. In Touch, if he stays where he's at, he could be, bring out the broom and sweep all 4 motos. But you still got to be clean through the whole thing, and you never can predict how things are going to go in a race.
Well, we talked about this being a 7-lap race, and I said the courtesy flags are up, and I had mentioned that if you see the courtesy flags, the race is halfway complete. Well, when there is an odd number of lap, they go 1 over.
That's correct.
So they'll give you the courtesy flags at lap number 4. I forgot to make that point while
I was a little confused yesterday on that when we had 7. I was like, wait a minute, pull it after 4. That would have been 8. Oh, well, you're right.
Exactly. Just a little 4-1-1 for all of our first-time spectators at home. Glad everybody is checking in. The white flag is coming out, and we've got a 422 fan out there. That big In Touch fan.
Oh, yeah. 3 times you like the 4.22. Oh, look at this. Ty Smith able to get Saif on this one. Saif trying to sweep on the outside, going back to the inside. Smith's going to shut the door on him, and Saif gets a face full of water.
Yeah, got a little bit of pump wash right there. Ali still in second place, in touch in front, and this good news for Ali. Ali second place in the points so far for the weekend, and he's going to gain some more points right here. But he was in first place in the points coming out. Andrew Vo really needed to get run a little better here in this class if he wanted to overtake Ali.
Yeah, I was looking at the points were a little bit deep, so we just took a look. We're going to take a look at this pass here.
Yeah, you can see Smith coming from the inside right as the white flag comes out, takes a look over, and it's hasta la bye-bye.
And you can see it him getting low in the tray, trying to find a little more speed to catch up to him. So back up to Intuch, our leader. He's going to be coming around very shortly to look at that checkered flag. He's on the inside splits now.
Yeah, one final time through the stripe section, the inside split.
And one thing I really like about these youngsters is they're already getting the good habits, switching feet back and forth, Mike. Really is the proper way to ride.
All right, here comes your race winner, In Touch Longniam, out of Thailand, sponsored by Yamaha, Hero, and Jet Bangkok.
Quite impressed by that young man. He is going to have a bright future in racing. And it looks like we're waiting for Ali to come across. Ty Smith. There he is. And it looks like coming across there in fourth position will be Saif Al-Shahwahi.
Okay, Dave, we're going to come back with race number 26, Novice Key Stock, right after these messages.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
All right, guys, Jake squared here in the grandstand. Squared because I've multiplied myself. I'm down at Team Philippines, and my man Jake is with me, and so are the rest of Team Philippines. The loudest noisemakers in the grandstand. Jake, how's it going this morning?
Doing just so fine. The weather's good, everything's fine.
Enjoying the change of conditions?
So much.
I think we all are. So in the next battle, we've got your cousin out there. Cody's out on the circuit next.
Both 79.
So he's been doing very well yesterday, double victory. Can he do it again today?
Yeah, we're praying that he's gonna finish first for this moto and for the last moto later.
Fantastic. How is he finding the course out there? What's he been telling you?
It's just fine. It's just a bit wavy yesterday, but let's see right now.
Fantastic. Are you guys gonna get some victories today? You heard them, boys. They're ready.
Alrighty, well, I'll tell you what, we were talking about right there. His nickname is Enzo. It's Cody Lorenzo Pontino.
Yep.
But they call him Enzo as we are already off and away here. He is the points leader for the weekend so far with 120 points, 19 points ahead of Vancett and Kay on boat number 12.
And we also got Sam Wilson out there, Nipitan Kiddo Warrenart. Nadanan Kinapan on the T211, Osman Min on the 93, Rati Patrichist on the 44, and Tanapul Aswaswad out of Thailand on the 40.
And boat number 79 grabbing the whole shot on the inside. That is none other than Enzo Pontino out of the Philippines, sponsored by Team Philippines. Dave, what do we have happening over there on the outside?
And it looks like the T211 there, that's Nadanan out of Thailand on the T211 Racing on the outside split. He's going to make the run up here. It's going to be curious when they come together on the split to see if Enzo could keep that lead. And Enzo already off the split. He is so quick, Mike.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Enzo rode brilliantly yesterday, had two moto victories. Of course, this is their third moto. He comes into this one with a 19-point lead over Vanson and Kay. Currently sitting in the third spot is Sam Wilson on boat number 59, and that's the weekend points. Now, if we're talking overall points here for the season, Vanson and Kay with 120 points. Then you got Sam Wilson with 106 points, and then Enzo Pontino with 84 points. So Enzo's doing what he's got to do to put himself a little bit further up on the podium.
Oh, I absolutely agree on that one. He is definitely doing what he's done. I think his cousin pretty much predicted it the way he's been running. Cody's been so consistent over the years and also the series, and he's one of the up-and-coming young riders that comes from the Philippines.
Well, you can see just how big the gap that he's opened up right there. That's your race leader on the left-hand side of the track. Second place, a half a click back.
Yeah, that's, again, not on the T211. And then you can see equal distance back there from him is going to be Sam Wilson on the 59. Trying to get a read on now our fourth position there. If we can get a read on the number possibly when they come back around. Intuit's going to go to the outside. He's switching it up a little bit.
Big shout out to Michelle, who is one of that guy's biggest fans. She is a huge Enzo fan out of the Philippines.
Yeah, go Enzo, she says. So you can see the whole family. And now, I know the Russians had some great ones for Alexei, but I'll tell you, the Filipinos were incredible. The energy they brought, they were hooting, they were hollering, they were into it.
Oh, you could tell. It's almost like they're line dancing up there, man. They got the clap going on and everything.
I was waiting for the Macarena to break out next.
Oh, my goodness.
And it looks like 211 there, and Sam Wilson. Wilson came off the outside. 211 Nadanan came out the inside. Pretty close because you didn't really gain or lose anything. They came off those splits. So they really worked on getting those splits right on the money.
I believe Sam Wilson championed with the World Grand Prix last year in this class.
Yes.
So once again, as I take a look down, 8 laps here, and this is moto number 3 of 4. You're watching race number 27. Race number 28, the junior 13 to 15 Spark Stock class will be coming up next, and that'll be their second of 3 motos.
And I'm looking here in 2022, Nadanan Kinapan was the novice ski stock champion on that one. So looks like a couple of the other riders have moved up. In fact, one of our good buddies, Julian Beaumaire, was a former champion in this class. Juju races Pro Supercross in America.
Wow. Taking a look over here at the computer, Tim Hickman, who do we think is going to win the Runabout GP? I don't know. I would have to say my money's going to be on either Bushel or Kaja. I like the vets.
Yeah, Kaja's are fast, but I'll tell you, Skinny Mo and Mohammed Alba is also very fast too.
Yeah, it's going to be a great battle no matter what, Timmy.
Hey, we got King D out there too.
Right, we wish you were here.
Tori Snyder, Justin Farthing. I mean, there's so many names. Good race. Oh.
No, I believe Devin and Talon will be racing
okay.
this weekend, but I think
Tori Snyder is racing in that class.
Dustin actually retired at the last P1 Aquacross. And look at this. Things are starting to tighten up there between second and third place. You're watching second place right there in Nataton, and that's Vanson and Kay. Or check that. That's that's Sam.
No, actually,
Slam and
no.
Sammy Wilson.
That is Vista and Kay. You were correct because they did make a change.
Oh.
Sam Wilson's running in fourth with a 59. Now, originally,
he was on 12.
Was a 12, so we pardon our confusion. We just actually realized that.
Yeah, they still they got Vanson and Kay here as 12 out of Cambodia. So you got Lorenzo out of the Philippines in front. Then you got Thailand with Nataton in second, and then Vansidan out of Cambodia in third. Osman Min out of Cambodia in fourth, and then Sam Wilson, 59, out of Great Britain in fifth.
And we had another shout out there for Go Enzo, and you see the Filipinos are watching in force on the internet right now. Look at the speed down the back. Bisden K trying to catch up to Nadanan. Cody's just checked out, basically. He's not even a factor for these. He's got this one. He's just got to stay upright.
Well, he's doing the same thing that In Touch did in Moto number 1. You know, he went 3 for 3, and again, looks like Enzo going to go 3 for 3 if things stay as they are, barring any mechanical difficulties. However, you know this is racing, and the gremlins can come up at any time.
It's funny, mentioned In Touch. He was a former champion in the class earlier we just watched, too. So it makes sense here. I think Cody's name's going to be added to that, too.
All right, the courtesy flag's up there for second and third.
So that's going to be 4 laps down now. 3 to go. It's 8 laps, sorry. 8 laps. Last one was 7. So this is the true halfway.
Once again, 19 total races today. You're watching race number 26 right now. We'll be racing through race number 41. And right before the lunch break, we're going to have our first Pro-Am Endurance Open. That's going to be another real good one.
Yeah, definitely. John Bruno, definitely the man with a bullseye on his back for that. But getting back, we were just watching Osman Min, Cambodia on the 93 on his Kawasaki. So he's hanging strong in that 4th position. His sights are set on Bisden K on that 12. Now we've seen Nadanan now move up to 2nd, Bisden K to 3rd. Osman's moved up. Sam Wilson still sitting in that 5th position, trying to crawl up through the ranks.
Well, it's been a good weekend so far here for Team Philippines, and one of the reasons is that guy right there, Enzo. Enzo has been carving it up out there and looking for win number 3 here in the novice ski stock class. Really nice, well-mannered kid, too.
I got Carolyn Reed watching with Chelsea, checking it out, what's going on.
And boat number 12 starting to get some pressure now from 93, Osman Min. That's his teammate, Vansidan K.
That's one of the things, you know, when you ride with someone all the time, you pretty much know their characteristics. When you ride with riders you haven't ridden that much, you have to figure them out. I'm wondering if Osman's going, all right, I know Bisden K has a tendency to go a little wide in these type of turns. You know, there's always some little strategy there.
Well, you're looking at 2nd through 4th position right there on the screen right now as they get ready to head down that back straightaway.
Of course, Cody Enzo Pantino all the way probably getting ready to come off the splits here any moment. So they're getting the dancing going.
Oh, yeah. It's a party in the Philippines today, baby. The Philippines have invaded Thailand this weekend.
Right. Whole family having a good time out there. I just love people that enjoy themselves.
Well, nobody enjoys themselves like personal watercraft racing fans, and of course all the fans here at the World Grand Prix number 1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series.
And take a look here at Nadanan through the splits. Looks like he's on the outside splits now. Bisden K and Osman Min. Let's see if one of them went. Let's see if they both split off here. Okay, there's Osman Min. Team Flamingo, one of the big teams here.
Yeah, Osman Min. He is the current. He's the current points leader in the Asian Championships in this class, followed by Vansidan K. Osman Min with 60 points overall in the Asian Championships, 53 points overall for Vansidan, and then Nataton Kinapan with 48 points overall.
Well, just watching Osman, real wide in there, trying to get out of that pump wash there of Bisden K. He actually gained a little ground until he went so wide he lost about 2 belt lengths. And you can see the 12 there, Visden K. Switching feet there, squatting down in that attack position.
Once again, coming up next, we'll have race number 28, the junior 13 to 15 Spark stock class. Race number 29 is the novice runabout stock class. And race number 30, the women's runabout 1100 stock class. Next 3 in a row for everybody listening in on the live stream.
Yeah, looking at OMG slicing through the water. Woohoo! Go Enzo Sai Patino. Couple of Enzo. A lot of the Philippines chiming in. I love that.
Right. Again, if you guys want to chime in while you're watching the live broadcast, we'd be more than happy to acknowledge you. Again, we got a couple different screens here in front of us, just kind of hanging out with some double bubble over a monitor speaker, some vitamin C's, about 25 glasses of water, and about 5,000 of my best friends.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
That's right.
So as we're looking on the left hand there, it's going to be again that second, third, and fourth. White flag is out. We already saw Cody get the white flag. The rest of the field now going to receive it. Oh, Mike, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Min trying to make a move. Osman Min out of Cambodia, boat number 93, trying to sneak it in there. Nothing doing. Boat number 12, Anson and Case, slams the doors shut.
Yeah, he had his shoehorn out. He just couldn't make it happen there. He goes way wide this time. That pretty much threw that momentum there, but I believe Visden K now got Nadanon in his sights. I know it's the white flag. We're going to see these guys definitely split off when they get there. But look, this battle again, Osman Min and Visden K, it could heat up again.
Oh, yeah. Guaranteed they'll be going to opposite sides of the split. They're not going to follow each other through the split as they get ready to head into that back section of the course and toward the top left side of the track as we view it here from beautiful Jomtien Beach.
You see the Gulf of Thailand in the background there.
And right over there's Monkey Island.
That's right.
Off in the distance. Here comes your race leader. Only a couple more buoys to negotiate for Enzo. Enzo going to go back to a hero's welcome in the Philippines. And it looks like this young man going 3 for 3. He'll be coming from the solid section. That's the outside split here in Thailand.
And he's a little bit relaxed there. He saw the checker flag out there. And Cody Lorenzo Patino takes moto number 3. That's 3 straight. A perfect score so far.
Yeah, 180 points going into that final. He is going to be tough to beat.
Yes. See Mama up there.
Second place, I still believe it was the 211, Nadaton.
Yep.
And then you had Vansanen come through in third with Osman Min rounding out your top 4. That will do it here for the novice ski stock class. Coming up next, race number 27, novice runabout 1100 stock class. And we'll be right back after a message from our sponsors.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกเธอของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่าไม่เกิน
เอาพาวทูบิซัดแต่งครบแก๊งออกไปซ่าซิ่งที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อารยะทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
See our competitors getting ready to go here for our junior 13 to 15 Spark stock class.
I see Ivan Kabolski there. Fortunately,
Alrighty, folks, here we go. Once again, this is race number 27 of the weekend. I believe we have 91 total by the time we get to Sunday.
That's nothing.
Nothing, yeah, exactly. This is easy. Race number 27 down online. Novice runabout, 1100 stock class. Current points leader. They've ran, I believe, one of 3 motos.
Correct.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So basically, your race leader right now is Foreign Hassanam out of Thailand, sponsored by the OTS Racing Team, who took a first place yesterday.
And it looks like in second place there, it's going to be Jackaran No Hung out of Thailand on the jet ski for rent by Jampu.
And then we got boat number 30, Salatiet out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Team with 48 points.
And with 43 points right behind him, it's going to be Mustin Min on the 33 out of Cambodia on the Flamingo Jet Ski Team.
And boat number 54, Sivakorn Wimrarat out of Thailand, sponsored by the Gazebo Jet Racing Team.
And Philippines back in the house with the 18 with Angelo Ingo Ventus. He's got 36 points.
Number 16, we got Prim out there out of Thailand, sponsored by T96 Supop Jet Ski Team.
And then we've got Iz Zamazi out of Malaysia on the TWS Racing Team. He's got 30 points.
Boat number 14, Ivan Kabolski out of Russia, sponsored by Explosive Ice.
Sri Kalya on the Thailand team for the 777 Performance by Jumbo Tuner with 24 points.
On the T20, out of Thailand, sponsored by the Yamaha Wave Runners of Thailand, as well as Vertex by 77 Performance. That is Lanacorn.
Then on the 17 is going to be Ahmed Hameri out of the Bahrain, riding with 20 points in his pocket.
Boat number T9, Tantris Marus out of Thailand, sponsored by Isan Ubo Motorsports and Freedom Racing.
And they got Rizk bin Hamed Zahari out of Malaysia, 16 points. That's it. That's our lineup.
Alrighty, so that'll do it. 8 laps to glory here in the novice runabout 1100 stock class. All right, Ross Moore looking left, looking right, making sure everybody's locked, cocked, and ready to rock and roll. He goes ahead, hits the lights. We're yellow, red. And you can see how long they hold to that green. That's why we had so many red flags yesterday. I mean, when it goes yellow, it needs to go green pretty quickly afterwards. Otherwise, you're going to have those red flags because the holders can only hold the boats for so long.
I've seen a couple of the holders keep getting dragged. They're telling them to get it back there, and then all of a sudden the light turns and let them go. So I think that was part of the problem. And and holding the line is also very big for our course marshals to keep an eye on.
Alrighty, let's take a look at your leader here on the inside. It looks like it's going to be boat number 33. That's Mustin Min. Mustin Min again out of Cambodia, sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing Team.
And we can see the outside now. We're going through the green buoys here, the solid course. We're going to go look here. That's the number 30 of Salih Teet out of Cambodia. Cambodia running 1 and 2 right now, Mike. How about that? The Flamingo Jet Ski Team.
Yeah, the Flamingo Jet Ski Team. Isn't that Shawalit Kacharoon's team?
I believe so.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I can see them having some fast stuff. It looks like your leader going to come from the outside. That is Salatiet.
And you could definitely hear those things going by us. And We can't see them other than our screen, but we can hear them as they make their way. And those are stock boats, too.
First place already starting to pull away a little bit, putting a little real estate between he and second place. His fellow countryman out of Cambodia, that's Salatiat in first, Mustin Min in second.
As we look at Salih right there on the 30 machine, he's got those elbows up in attack position. And look, he's starting to gap it out now. We're going to see a battle here. We're going to see if we can get a read on third and fourth, but third and fourth and possibly fifth might get into the mix. It's going to be Lawanakorn, Angelo, and Jakaran. So it's going to be, again, Cambodia, Thailand, Philippines, Thailand.
Yeah, and out of those, Jakaran, who is currently in fifth place, ended up with a second yesterday, currently sitting second in the points.
So that's going to be interesting because Puran Hassan, who took moto number one, is not in the top five right now. So that could be, very interesting. And the points is going to wrap up here for the second moto. Yeah. They're only running 3 motos, Mike.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I'm sure that they're still enjoying their 3 motos out there, no doubt about it. So we're taking a look at boat number 33 out there, and that is Mustin Min out of Cambodia. Again, racing for the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing Team, and we got a drag race down the front straightaway. Mustin Min on the inside, nothing doing though, as 33 Mustin Min will overtake the lead from Salatiat, his fellow countryman out of Cambodia.
Yeah, Salatiat really just left the door on the outside. Let's take a look at it here as we watch them come out the splits here. Now this is where it gets interesting. They come out real even here. You think the outside's got the momentum, and it does. He's at a longer distance, get up to speed, and you can see the 30 as Salatiat just kind of put his head down going, let's get some more speed out of this machine.
All right, going back out to the live stuff out there, 33 Mustin Min, your race leader, still has Salatiat still right behind him. Again, both of them out of Cambodia, both of them sponsored by the Flamingo Jet Ski Racing Team.
So real quick, let's give a rundown here. The 33 out front now. Mustin Min, Salatiat now dropped to second. Lawanakorn in third. Angelo, 5 is Jakaran. And you know what? Why don't we go out to Jake down the beach and see what's going on down there?
Sure, let's go.
Amazing watching these guys go full chat on the way here. It's one of the most exhilarating things I've ever seen. Right, after the last race, we've obviously now got 3 from 3 for our man from the Philippines, Cody Portinho. Come and join us on the shore, Cody. That looked like a lot of hard work out there, my friend. You managed to get a decent gap in the early stages and just clear out. Are the conditions a little bit better today than they were yesterday for you?
The conditions today, yesterday it was wavy. Right now it's kind of flat with a little bit of chalk.
And in terms of the racing out there, do you think it's going to be nice and simple now to go and get the 4th one after today?
I don't know. Anything can happen. It's racing.
Well done so far. Good job, and well done for the hat trick.
Thank you.
Back to you, boys. My feet are getting cold, and I'm loving it.
I bet they're getting sunburned, too.
Yeah, that's right. It looks like you finally put some sunblock in there. The UK guys aren't built for this sun.
That's right. And there is boat number 30, the Flamingo boat that we're taking a look at right there. That is Salatiat, again out of Cambodia. And I believe there was a little shake-up while we were at that interview. We're still trying to figure that out. It's Mustin Min who has went into the lead. Yeah, Salah in second. Let's take a look and see how it happened right here. During the interview, this is exactly what happened. You see Mustin Min on the inside. He looked like he had position, but here comes boat number 18 out of the Philippines, Angelo Ventus, making the pass.
Yeah, Ventus was able to move up position. Lawanakorn drops down a position, and Jakaran still stays in the 5th. So the swap was 3rd to 4th. Mustin Min, we watched that pass you talked about earlier. So we've had some shakeup. 2nd's gone to 1st, and now 4th gone to 3rd. And now look at this. Angelo up again to 2nd position. Salih going down, had some problems. See the 56 there. He also had some problems coming out of the turn.
Yeah, that's Foreign, who was the points leader coming into this. He's currently sitting in the 6th position.
Yeah, that's a tough climb up that hill, I'll tell you. He is really fighting the boat. I'm wondering if the conditions are starting to deteriorate just a little bit out there. Looking a little rough coming out of some of those corners.
So Mustin Min once again into the lead here. Mustin Min took a fourth place in the first moto. I'm sure he'd like to add another 60 points to that 39, or I'm sorry, that 43 that he got in moto number 1. That gave him 103 going into the second moto, or third moto rather. And there is the E-Tech machine, driven by Foreign Hassanam. The T20, that's Lawanacorn.
Yeah,
Lawanacorn back in the 5th position, and Foreign starting to move up through the pack.
And Lawanacorn, of course, that's good, better for him because he qualified, or at least was sitting 11th in position going into this race. So sitting in 5th, definitely going to help on the points.
So in the Battle of the Nations right now, you got Cambodia out in front, Philippines in second, Cambodia, followed by Thailand. Thailand, your top 5.
So as we're looking on the back straight now, you can see that 158 machine. That is again Jakaran Notenhong, who's had some problems. He was up in the top 5. We watched him drop back to 6th. Lawanacorn move into that 5th position. So things are changing up as we go around this course and circulate. And some great passes have definitely come out of that split. I think our crew has done such an incredible job making that so even.
Yeah, definitely a international group of course marshals that we have out here this weekend. And they did a fine job all weekend long. I mean, we could see from our balcony, Dave, over there at the Davari, how they were working on this course, and they wouldn't stop until it was perfect.
Yes, that's correct. You know, they get the stopwatch out, get the guys running on the boats, and, you know, within a blink of an eye is what they want. So it's Mustin Min out in front, still Angela Ingoventis in the 2nd position, Sali in 3rd, Purent and Lawanacorn, the top 5.
Once again, 8 laps in this second moto here. Coming up next, we got race number 28. That's the junior 13 to 15 Spark stock class. Race number 29 is the novice runabout stock class. And race number 30, the women's runabout 1100 stock class. Those are the next 3 in a row for those of you folks that are listening in.
As we take a look at our leader there, again is Mustin Min as he chooses to go to the outside split. And look at this, 2nd place following on the journey. You got to wonder what the strategy there. Maybe they're waiting for that white flag.
Well, I'll tell you what, only 1 lap to go in that white flag. I try to be getting my stuff done before I see that white flag.
So it's like waiting for the last day to go shopping for Christmas.
Exactly, which a lot of us here in Thailand are going to be doing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Here, the night market we come.
Mustin Min, once again, Angelo out of the Philippines, and we have some more folks chiming in on the internet about the Philippines. I just seen one young lady saying, go, 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 Mr. Angelo.
You know she's got to be a happy person when her name's Twinkle.
That's it. So Mustin Min, boat number 33, as time starts to dwindle here in this 8-lap event for the novice runabout 1100 stock class.
Kind of equal spacing out there, not too much going on. You talked about moving into the dwindling lap situation here with the white flag. Time to make the move. As we watch them on the back straight here. This is where they move through the center of the track on the top to the left-hand side.
How you doing, Ann Sarmiento? She's the one that said, go, 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 Angelo.
Yes.
Sally Tiet still in that 3rd place position. So Cambodia still maintaining that 1st and 3rd place positions. Angelo in the Philippines squeezed in between them, with a pair of Thai riders running 4th and 5th right now with Foreign and Lawanacorn.
So we go back to Mustin Min, our leader, as he serpentines his way around the outside splits there. Looks like Angela's stuck right behind him. So a very interesting strategy on the number 18 boat. Now, I've been seeing that 18 that's also being run in the women's class, too. One of the Mikado sisters. So that boat's definitely getting a lot of mileage. and we know it's a well-built machine.
Yeah, you got Kayla and Katie Mercado. They'll be coming up a little bit later on today, also representing the Philippines. They done a great job yesterday as well.
As we're watching Slali Tiet out of Cambodia for the Flamingo Jet Ski team, trying to catch back up to his teammate, but he's got the Philippines in between him.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Angelo's just kind of waiting. He's kind of biding his time. And you see the white flag has come from the tower, so there is less than a lap to go. So if you're going to do it, now is the time to do it, Angelo. And as I take a look down, Angelo coming into this race here, 6th place with 36 points. A 2nd place would give him 53 more points. And again, going to be shaken up a little bit. Foreign right behind him. Foreign was 60. He would probably have 43 then. After this, if things stay as they are. So that's another 103. So you're going to have everybody hovering right there around that 100-point mark for the 3rd and final moto.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, Mike. Going to the 3rd moto is going to be interesting. They're just going to be a couple of times possibly tied and a couple of 1 or 2 points separating them in these classes. It's definitely a shake-up. There's been a lot of races. We had qualifying. They had to go through heat races. We had LCQs and now 3 motos. So that's a total of 6 races for this class.
Yeah, you could have went a total of 6 races if you went to the LCQ. However, there was a couple of our riders, and I didn't realize this until about halfway through the day, that the top 3 in points automatically get a ticket in and didn't have to qualify.
I kept on wondering, I'm like, why aren't these top names out there qualifying? And they said that, oh, they got a free pass.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, and then deductive reasoning got the better of me. All right, Mustin men, it's going to be tight. Look at this, coming from the dry. Coming with the drive on the outside. Oh, big battle there for 2nd and 3rd. And look at that. It was Mustin men. And still, it looked like Angelo able to take that 2nd place, Dave.
And I was surprised Angelo went to the inside with him and followed him right through there. So that was Van Sali able to come on the outside and get that 3rd position. So going into the 3rd moto, it's going to be on.
All right, race number 28 coming up next. That's going to be the junior 13 to 15 Spark Stock class. And we're going to take a look at that race immediately following these messages.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
Wow, that was a close one. A nice victory there for Cambodia, with Mustan Min just managing to creep in there at the end in front of a hard-charging Angelo Vintas. Really great racing. Right, we're still continuing on and motoring on, and it's going to be all of the young'uns that are going to be out there on the circuit for this next one. Orca is going to try and push his way forward, as is little Tino Miguel Vintinho. It's going to be an interesting one. We're going to have a very interesting run out there on the course. The stands are starting to get properly busy now, and there are a few fans out there that have looked at Team Philippines and gone, we can go louder. You be the judge, boys.
All right, fantastic, Jake. I see you're making all kind of friends down there. That's pretty awesome. Coming into this one right here, 60 points. Your points leader is In Touch Longium. So I'm telling you, this guy can not only race the stand-up, this guy can race the Spark as well, and he's going to have the bullseye on his back for this one.
He's definitely a busy young man, Mike. You're very correct there. Well, sitting right behind him there with 53 points, coming to us from the Philippines. Speaking of the Philippines again, riding for 777 Performance by Jumbo Tuner. It's Vito Miguel Tino on the 20. And there they go.
666, Nakara Silikai, boat number 10. Nigel Pablo Jr., boat number 552. Chakra Torn. Those are your top 5 coming into this race right here. Again, this is their second of 3 motos. As the red flag is coming out, so we'll go back and talk about the rest of these riders. Here we go. Our first red flag of the day.
Let's just get it out of the way now and not have any more.
Let's not have any more. Okay. So that's one. That's one. Okay, so once again, we'll start with Sidichak. We got boat number 54, Sidichak out of Thailand, sponsored by the Gazebo Jet Ski Racing Team. Boat number 104, Petcho Champu out of Thailand, sponsored by the PPP 244 and 2 Motorsport.
Then we got the T67 there, Kanaporn, Chunarum, and he's out of Thailand too for Academy Racing Jet.
And boat number 318, that's Bunafan out of Thailand. Also, he's racing for CSL Motorsport.
And then coming to us from Finland for Team Vienio on the 252 is Josie Mikkel Vienio.
Boat number 3 is Inity out of Thailand, sponsored by G-Force Power Sports Padia.
I think these are the non-qualifiers. Last one, I believe we're going to have 10 on the line for this. We're limited to 10 riders.
So In Touch going to be the one to beat here. Been perfect out there. Won all of his close course races in the stand-up and looking to do the same thing. He's already won 3 motos in the stand-up. Won 1 here in this, but this they had to qualify for, so only a total of 3.
It's crazy, but Vito Miguel Tonino, he might have the power of his fans to help him propel up there. I'll tell you, that can give you a little energy when you're out there and you see him rooting for you.
Yeah, you were talking about this class a little earlier, the 13 to 15 Spark Stock class, and it was like bumper boats out there yesterday. These kids, I felt it looked like they were on the go-kart track, after the races, and everybody just slamming into each other.
Oh, the crazy thing on the start, they were literally bond line to bond line, they're banging, keeping straight. Even the officials were amazed that they didn't have to call it back. Came through off the splits, back again to the bond line, slamming each other.
This is the one where we had 7 red flag starts yesterday. Just this class.
It looks like it was the number 20 of Vito Miguel Tinio who was penalized for that, so he had the dead engine start. So that's a heartbreaker for him.
So only 1 red flag start. The red flags are kept in the holster for that one. And we're getting the thumbs up from the translator.
So who's going to sneak into the tower and steal the red flag from Ross?
All right, I don't know. But that's the problem. You got to steal them from the course marshals and everybody.
Yeah, well, we'll get you on your SWAT helmet and your stealth gear.
I believe that was In Touch, your race leader on the inside.
Yep. And then the 252, or Jose, there we go, is our rider from Finland there, who definitely had some rough ones for sure. He was on one of the last qualifiers coming out there. He only had, looks like 24 points coming into this.
Oh, look at this. It could be Jose with the hole shot. It does look like Jose with the hole shot. In Touch has to settle in second place.
Very shocked, you can see, for some of the fans out there. And the 252 Jose Mikkel Vienio out of Finland.
Yeah, Vienio, I should say, took a 10th place yesterday. So a whole shot today, definitely playing the spoiler, trying to earn himself a podium spot. And if you take a 10th the first day, no better way to do it than taking your second moto.
That's correct, sir. It's going to give him up there. We'll give him 60 plus to 24. As we look on the back straight, you can see him actually starting to pull away, but In Touch definitely on the gas there. As we can see, we're trying to get a read now on our 3rd position.
Meanwhile, this is going to be a 7-lap second moto here for the junior 13 to 15 Spark Stock class. As you can see, the top 3 there along the back straightaway. Looks like boat number 552, Chakratorn, getting coming in on the gaff a little bit early, and that's a tough break there for Chakratorn.
Yeah, he was sitting 5th in points coming into the second moto, so kind of a heartbreaker. That switches it up here just a little bit for some of the riders there, but back on board here with Jose.
Jose once again out of Finland, riding for Team Vainio.
They're looking just like a baby in that picture. I'll tell you, it's amazing how young they are. And you see them on these machines, and it just does not jive. I mean, look at right now, Canaporn. Just a sweet, innocent kid, but he's a tiger on the ski.
Yeah, T67 currently running in that second place position. Canaporn, and he's sponsored by the Academy Racing Jet team here in Thailand. And you can see he's battling right now. He's got somebody all over his tail. Third place is In Touch. That's In Touch that actually just went back to third. Canaporn just moved up into second.
Yeah, it's very uncharacteristic of In Touch right there as he looks over his shoulder going, what's going on? I got another rider right on me.
So top 3 starting to separate just a little bit as you got the top 3 on your screen right now, getting ready to make that left-hand turn that leads to the back section of the track. Your race leader still Jose Mikel Vainio out of Finland.
You can tell we're going to have a battle, I believe, coming here off the splits again. Second place now trying to get up again to Jose. See, Canaporn and In Touch, though, he's just a little bit back there. We're going to see if he can do anything on the splits, because that's where he made up a lot of his grounds. He was very smooth going through the split section yesterday.
All right, top 3 all past the MasterCard buoy. First place, second place, and third place, all going to the outside.
Very interesting that there. You see a fourth place. It's going to go to the outside, too.
You think they know something that we don't?
I'm kind of wondering. That's making me think about this, rethink my earlier statements. Maybe buoys can move a little bit. Now here's the thing too. We know the inside split, when it gets busy on the outside, can get a little bit rough. So I'm wondering if the weather conditions, it's a little bit rough, or they went to the inside saying, I like the outside smoother. And it just could be the water conditions right now.
All right, taking a look at In Touch Longyam. And there is fourth place. It looks like that's the 104 of Petchu Champu.
Pechampu, one of the competitors, was in Japan competing. And I got to meet him, very nice young man. As we look again at the 104 there, Pechampu, we were just talking about, Chumchart. Seeing the 666 there, Nakari, Salachai.
Yeah, you remember his father used to race Nakorn?
Yes,
yes,
yeah,
out in Havasu. Always raced the number 666. That's how I remembered him.
It's really great to see them carry on the tradition of their family.
Right.
And watching again on the back straight or modified straight. They got a little bend, a little right-hand angle there as they head towards the splits once again. And we can see the gap now starting to grow just a little bit more on each lap here, back for that third and fourth position, or I'm sorry, fourth and fifth position. Top 3 again, 4 and 5. Sixth place finally split off to the inside. Mike.
Right, I think sixth place will probably find some clean water, but we don't have a read on 6 yet. But look at 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are tightening up as you look at the outside split right there. That is Jose, who is still in the lead. Oh! Whoa!
Okay, I was wondering when the action was going to start, and there it is.
Oh, there we go. Here we go again. Like I said, this class was wild and woolly yesterday, and it looks like today is not going to be any type of change. And this is only their second of 3 motos, Dave, so we're going to get to watch this again. But we still got plenty of time left to go in this one. 4 laps down and 3 laps to go here in the 13 to 15 Spark Stock class.
So that was Canaporn that got a little squirrely there. So that could be changing things up there. Canaporn, Chanaru.
Let's take a look at the replay here. You can see as they come around, Canaporn trying to get by, goes inside outside, has to cross over the wake, and when he crosses over the wake there, catches an edge and goes sideways, goes 90 degrees. And he was luckily he didn't get hit there by our third place competitor who was coming around right behind him.
Yeah, that was in touch there, and he tried to go to the outside to split to get the pass there. Counterpoint able to hold on that position. Jose Miquel, though, he definitely felt that pressure. He knows he's there. He's definitely turning the burners up.
All right, so your top three all in view right there, 1, 2, and 3. Once again, all going to that outside split. And it looked like second place may have topped the buoy right there.
That was Conaporn once again as we watch our leader, Jose Miquel. Now, he tops the buoy. Is there a position of that buoy where it's going to say, okay, wasn't on the right side, wasn't on the wrong side?
You know what? If you hit a buoy, it's always good to be safe. Especially, this is only the second moto. You still have another moto.
Go get that equalizer.
Well, and that's it. The penalty buoy is located right at the end of these splits. You see the black buoy on the left-hand side of the screen right there. That's the penalty buoy. You can see he did not hit the penalty buoy, so he thinks that he was okay. It all depends on what the marshals say right there. So, again, that's one of their decisions.
But he can get it on the next lap.
I believe you're supposed to take it on the same lap.
Yeah, I've heard we've had different rules between the different places. Japan had a different rule for that, so I wasn't sure.
So again, top two racing over to the right-hand side of the track. They'll circumnavigate that buoy and turn back into the closed course. Jose Miquel. Vainio out of Finland, sponsored by Team Vainio. Is your current race leader, took a 10th yesterday, so he was like the final one to qualify for this. So, you talk about opposite side of the spectrum.
You got to wonder if there was something possibly wrong with his boat yesterday, and they may have fixed it overnight, or he was in his head yesterday and today. He just said, I'm going for
Right,
it.
well, exactly. I got 10th. What do I got to lose?
Exactly.
Don't
hold anything back, they say.
Or his pit crew or his father could have gave one of those Tory Snyder talks in the trailer. They call them trailer talks.
We'll leave it at that.
Okay, Jose Miquel Vainio, your race leader out of Finland. You got to figure he's out of Finland. How much time does the guy got to practice?
I know.
Isn't it
pretty
pretty cold?
Frozen?
I was going to say, yeah.
They get the ice. They follow the icebreakers through the canals.
That's the same way. We got some really great Norwegian racers, not in attendance so far yet this weekend, but we got some really great Norwegian racers. I actually did a race over in Bergen one year, and it is. You can see snow on the mountains.
White flag is out. Here we go. One more lap. Can he hold on to it? Jose Miquel Vainio. And then you got Intuch in that third position. Conaporn, who was trying to take chances. Will he go for it again on the final lap is the question.
Well, I'll tell you. Let's see if they follow the leader again on the final lap. Will they split and go to opposite sides? That's what I want to see.
I'm hoping not, because I want to see some good racing.
Yeah, well, you still got Petchachampu in fourth place and Nakara on the 666 in fifth. And you can see that's the battle between fourth and fifth right there. Right now, Nakara trying to get past Petchachampu.
It's almost like the entire country of Thailand is chasing down Finland right now.
Right, exactly. We're going to get you. We're coming for you, Finland. Jose Miquel Vainio headed toward the MasterCard buoy here, and we'll see if he decides to once again go to that outside or if he takes the inside. We always say the inside's a little quicker on that final lap, the shortest distance. And he's going to take the outside.
Oh.
1, 2, take the outside. There we go. In touch.
In touch.
You know what? I tell you what. I'm going to just say that I think In Touch may take second.
He could get that possibility.
Because right now you got to figure that Conaporn is riding in the pump wash right there of your race leader, so that's got to slow him down a little bit. You know what I mean? He's got to go right, left to try to stay out of that and out of that pump wash, and in doing that, he's going to lose a little bit of time. And you can see over here on the right-hand side of the screen, In Touch.
So I'm coming out of the water, Mike. You're right. Right in that pump wash.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Is In Touch going to get him? In Touch going to try to steal that line away? Who called it?
Good call, my friend. Good call.
Well, congratulations. Your race winner.
I saw Conaporn come out of the water Lost it, and he was in that pump wash.
And look at that, Nakara ended up getting fourth place.
Yep, Pet Shampoo.
Got Pet Shampoo. Wow, some great finishes right there. And you know, we were talking about how exciting this race was, the first moto.
This was absolutely my favorite race yesterday. Let's take another look at it here and see how it actually came out here. The battle all the way there.
And that was the battle for fourth place right there. Yeah, and Nakara able to get Nigel right there, or hold off the charges by Nigel as we get set to go here with our next one. But before we do that, folks, we'll come back with the Novice Runabout stock right after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยเพราะพวกจะของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งงบแกงออกไปซ่าซีที่สุดไปเลยค่ะ
อะไรยากทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Great run there from Jose Miguel Vainio, the Finn driver, getting a fantastic run there to hang on in front of Intosh Nimpiom. Great racing all the way to the end. That looked like a pro finish, to be fair. Right, next up on the course, we have the Novice Runabout stocks. They've just got themselves underway, and we've got some big hitters in this one. We've got the man who took the victory yesterday, Salman Alawadi, and of course, Angelo Ventus, Wang Rui, and keep an eye out for the American, Cooper Caldwell. He should be a real charger. All yours, boys.
All right, once again, as you pointed out, boat number 7 with the bullseye on his back. There he is on the screen right now, Salman Alawadi. Alawadi with a victory yesterday in this class. And we'll go through the pack here as we get the cameras on him. Again, Salman Alawadi out of the United Arab Emirates, sponsored by the Dubai Police.
That's right. I believe he's actually a Dubai police officer.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's pretty awesome.
We got to get some red and blue lights for him out there.
Yeah, Novice Runabout stock class. Again, if you're following along, this is race number 29. We've got 41. We're running through 41 today, I should say. Taking a break after 32, which is going to be our Pro Endurance Open, their first moto. Back out to your race leader, boat number 7, Salman Alawadi.
And we're going to see if we get a read now on second place there. And these boats are pretty quick. They're big boats. And trying to see through that jet spray off the side. If we get, oh boy, he found it. It looks like it's getting a little rougher out there, Mike. These big boats, though, they do throw out some big wakes.
Looked like 116, Khalil Sedini was right there by Salman Alawadi. So I'm wondering if that's probably Khalil 116 back there in the second place position. I think third place will be coming from the inside split. Khalil will be coming from the outside, going around the Devil Reds, bottom left-hand side of the track. And here we go. That is third place coming out from the inside. So it is 116, Sedini in second.
Trying to get a read on their third place there. I think Hungry was on a red boat, but we'll get a better read here, though. You see, I'll tell you, though, Solomon Al-Hadi, look, this is just a repeat from yesterday. Off the line, checks out early.
You can see top two, the gap between the top two, and Salman Alawadi starting to extend that lead already over Sedini. Sedini out of Morocco, sponsored by the AJSS.
10 seconds already the gap between first and second.
Yeah, that's a lot of time here in this novice runabout stock class. And your race leader working his way through the outside split. Again, second place going to the outside again, too. So that's the second lap in a row that they followed each other through the outside split.
Trying to get a read now on the other riders that come by to get some actual confirmation. You're called the 116 there. Khalil Sadini out of Morocco sitting in that second position. The big red rocket, he's on there. The Cedo machine. And you can see the seats on these things, everything else is, pretty much stock, but they modify the seats. It's not the stock seat you see, and it is a true race seat.
Yeah, I believe it was Yorgi Kaja that initially came out with that type of seat over here.
Crazy. And if you want to go back even farther, Fischetti and his wild designs. And it is the number 3 there. It's Hong Ri out of China there. Oh, I'm sorry, South Korea. No, China, I'm sorry. I was looking at Rotang. So I was right the first time.
So once again, your top 3 were in the top 4 yesterday. Wadi out in front. He took the win yesterday. Huang Roy took a 3rd place yesterday. Khalil Sadini took a 4th place. Sadini currently in 2nd. Roy in 3rd with Wadi leading the pack around again.
And we got to look now where Angelo Ingas Ventus, who was 2nd in Moto number 1, he had 53 points, so it's going to be interesting how it comes out here.
Tony Taylor's asking what place is Cooper. We haven't seen him on the feed yet. Just so you know, Tony, we've got a screen that we're looking at here. We can't see the whole track.
Just a big white wall next to us.
And a big white poster, man. What a great looking poster that is. Beautiful poster. It says 11th through 15th, December 2024, Jomtien Beach, Pattaya, Thailand.
And some jacked up, awesome looking jet skiers.
That's right. Speaking of jacked up, awesome looking jet skiers, 116, Sadini in 2nd place out there.
Khalil, real nice guy and definitely a great rider.
The Mad Moroccan.
Mad Moroccan, that's right. I was just going to call it.
The courtesy flags now coming up for the novice runabout stock class. That means 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. Coming up next will be race number 30. That's the women's runabout 1100 stock class, followed by the vets runabout limited. That's going to be a good race too, man. Race number 31. Yeah. Race number 32, the Pro-Am Endurance Open, 30 minutes plus a lap. Pack a lunch, folks. That one's going to be a good one too.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, but you're talking about the women's, Mercado sisters, and how about Primrose Kunza, Adapon Kunza's daughter? Mm-hmm. Oh boy, she was coming like a rocket. She fought for it. So
was that the Primrose you're talking about?
Yeah, Primrose Kunza.
Yeah. She ended up, I believe, in second moto yesterday.
Yep. Roy Tae-yang there, out of South Korea, sitting in that 4th position, riding the 777s.
Truly an international event, when we get our top 5 up there, you take a look at all the different flags from all the different nations that these folks are from. Like you got the United Arab Emirates currently in 1st place, Morocco in 2nd, China in 3rd, South Korea in 4th. I mean, it's just a mixed bag of nuts out there.
Yeah, this is probably, this sport of jet ski racing, the most international. I think we have the most international competitors next to the Goodwill Games. That's just incredible to think.
By the way, Dawn says, hi, Kelly Bryson. There's 2nd place on the camera right now. And you can see the gap between 1st and 2nd. 2nd running his way around the bubble, if you will, to the bottom right-hand side of the track. Still trying to chase down Alawadi.
So we got a running order. Let's give you the top 5. And 5th is Angelo right now, Ventus. Then we're going to have Rote Yang. And then you got in that 3rd one, Hung Ryu. And then Khalid in 2nd. And then Salman Al-Khawadi in the top position. Still trying to look and see where some of the other riders that were up there, Cooper Caldwell, Leonardo, Miko Tengson, and looks like also, where is Angelo Kozin?
He's in 5th place.
5th place there.
He's in 5th place. You want to know?
Yep, and then Mohammed Walid Akia, who was right behind him in yesterday's competition.
Well, one of our top qualifiers came from the United States out of Texas, Cooper Caldwell, sponsored by J. Caldwell Racing. That's who I was looking for up near the front, but I haven't seen the 193 as of yet. Finished 7th in yesterday's first moto.
And he fought his way up to 7th, too. I'll tell you, he had a long climb up that hill.
Yeah, tough start for him yesterday. It's the white flag now out here in race number 29. You're watching the novice runabout stock class. Coming up next, the women's runabout 1100 stock class. That'll be moto number 3 of 4 for the ladies.
And you can definitely tell the speeds have picked up with the larger craft here because these laps are really going by fast right now. So back on board with the number 7 there, Salman Al-Khawadi out of the UAE, sponsored by Dubai Police. They must put some fast police stuff on that thing.
There we
go. You gotta be fast to chase down all those supercars.
Right.
Or he wants to now finally feel like what it's like to be chased.
You know, I had a buddy that always used to, he said, you know, the best thing you can put on your boat to make it go faster is WD. WD. I think you'd be throwing down an oil slick no matter where you went, but I'm like, okay.
Yeah, definitely flow a little bit higher, faster, and slicker on the water.
I don't think he was green. All right, there is your race leader. One final time through the split section, and it looks like Salman is working his way through the outside. Salman Al-Awadi, one of our Dubai police officers from the United Arab Emirates.
It's kind of crazy you're talking about that. There's a lot of the old school guys. They literally white flag out, checkered flag. Sorry, checkered flag out there for Al-Awadi. But they used to drag their skis across the beach, rough them up. Now they're waxing them with Teflon on the bottom.
Oh yeah, a bunch of Teflon Dons out there. 116, Sedini coming through in that second place position. Nice run there for Khalil. Looks like Huang Roy.
Dave's here said it's got police interceptor engine in it.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
Well, I'll tell you what, congratulations. Congratulations to Salman Al-Wadi, winner of the novice runabout stock, moto number 2 of 3. Right now, we'll be back after a message from our sponsors.
No flipping.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
Awesome job from Salman Al-Awadi. Not a bad run either from Khalil Fedini. Did a fantastic run from the Moroccan, getting himself up there in second position. The only competitor all week from Africa. Right, we've got some good races coming up. We have the women's, we have the veterans, and then we've got our Pro-Am Endurance Cup. 30 minutes out there on the course. But as you can see, we're getting ourselves ready for the women's category. Janoppa Folamai was unbeatable yesterday, winning both her motos. But watch out for her. Her rivals, Primrose Kunsa is going to be in the mix there. So too is Parada, Chumran Jitsikul, and of course the Mercado sisters from the Philippines. Let's rock and roll.
Right on, Jake. Let's do rock and roll. Chanapa, again, going to be hard to beat, 692. She took the win yesterday, sponsored by PTT Lubricants out of Thailand.
And then you got Primrose Kunza, who fought her way all the way up to that second position, riding out of Thailand for the 777 performance for Jumbo Tuner with 48 and a 53.
And out of the Philippines on the PH28, we got Christine Cape Mercado, sponsored by Team Philippines, comes into this one with 91 points.
Then the 48 of Parada, Chitskukul out of Thailand with 96 points, and I do believe sitting in that third position overall.
Right, then you got Kaylee Marie Mercado, also from the Philippines, sponsored by Mercado Racing. So you got a pair of sisters racing here, and you got Adapon's daughter racing in this one. So yeah, a lot of our friends out there doing battle here in this women's runabout 1100 stock class. See a lot of riders out there. They qualified them down to 15 riders. And these are the best 15 here at the World Grand Prix #1.
That's right. I think we might have 14. It looks like a problem. Primrose Kunsa. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, inside. Wow. We were just talking about her and how she fought her way up. And then it looks like on the outside is the 692 of Chinapa Palomai out of Thailand, the PT2 Lubricants, Gold Dragon, and Let's Go group.
And those are your top two. Again, Chinapa with a 19-point lead. She's been unbeatable in this class, and she's going to be coming from that outside split. And it looks like she is going to go ahead and grab the hole shot. So we'll give her the hole shot over Primrose.
We've seen that outside split. She's so fast on the start. I'm wondering time-wise. That's why everybody's been sticking to it.
It looks like one of the Mercado sisters back there in third. As soon as we get a camera on it, we'll let you know. But that is boat number 692, Chinapa Palomai, out of Thailand. Sponsored by the Let's Go group and Gold Dragon.
Primrose Cones out there, right behind in hot pursuit, throwing that knee in the tray, trying to get that thing to handle, doing that weight transfer, trying to keep it. Kind of want to lean it a little bit. They also want to keep that keel flat so it turns.
Yeah, Kuntz, I'll tell you what, had some rough luck in Moto #1. Had to start with a dead engine, but worked her way back, all the way back into third place. Then had a bad start on the second moto and had to work her way back all the way to second place. So here, starting in second, she's ahead of her first two motos, that's for sure.
Yeah, for many laps, we watched her and Christine Kate Mercado definitely battle, and I think that might be Christine Kate. Both have blue boats, but the difference is the 28 and the 19. So we just got to identify that part of it, as we know that the Mercado sisters are either one of them are third or fourth.
So Chinapa followed by Primrose, still running 1 and 2. Both of them on the outside split. Interesting. Everybody's been going to the outside split here today. You know, yesterday we seen a lot more going inside-outside. Today we're seeing a lot of folks playing follow the leader through the outside.
And we saw the hole shot coming for Chinapa off the outside and definitely had a big, big one. So there's the 28 there. That's going to be Christine Kate Mercado.
And she is up in the overall World Series points, the Jet Ski World Series points. And just see him battling coming out of the split.
Couldn't see that number quite, so we'll try to get the focus in there again. That's starting to flap off there, the 03, which would be Jesse Arcio out of the Philippines. So another Filipino rider.
And there's 488. That is Parada. Parada took a fourth place yesterday, sponsored by the Ikanaki team. And there's the PH19, Kayla Marie Mercado, who had a good second moto yesterday. She's out of the Philippines, sponsored by Mercado Racing.
As we look now, the gaps are starting to develop here as the top two go to the outside split once again. Where does third place go is going to be the question, because now it's really making us think there. But like you talked about early in the last race, we saw the top two go to the outside. Second place got caught in the pump wash. Third place to the inside, smooth water, ended up in second.
Well, you know, again, you got to be thinking while you're out there, and you know, after watching races for so many years, you can kind of see how things are going to develop. And that's why I called it like that, because you could just see they were going to get caught up and they're going to go back and forth and they're going to try to get around. While they're trying to get around, that ends up being a mistake.
So as we look at our running order now, Chinapa and the 692 up in front. Primrose, Kunsa, now it's Sakaya and the 717. Then you got Christine, Kate Mercado, and then Jesse Arcia out of the Philippines in the fifth position there. So that's the top five as they come back across the stripe.
And taking a look down here in the women's runabout 1100 stock class, it's 8 laps Coming up next, we've got the Veterans Runabout Limited, and then we will have our Pro-Am Endurance Open. Now, in between the Veterans Runabout Limited and the Pro-Am Endurance Open, they will be doing their practice session, and then they'll prepare to start for about 10 minutes. So it'll be like a kind of a 10-minute break after our next race, the Veterans Runabout Limited, before we go into our Pro-Am Endurance Open.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do the Le Mans start like we have done everywhere else, because that's just an incredible thing to watch. You folks, you got to stick around and watch that. Just to watch the start is just a treat.
Yeah, you got to love those Le Mans starts where they run from the beach and jump on the boat, have to throw their lanyard in. You're looking at your top three right now: Chinapa, Primrose, and Sierra Calea.
Really, again, sticking to that outside split and see if anybody's going to split off. Their top 4 riders now sticking to the outside. I think it looks like possibly 5th is going to go back there. Jesse Garcia split to the inside.
There's Sierra Calea there, 7:17. And she's out of Thailand, sponsored by 7-7 Performance by Jumbo Tuner. And that's a name that we've been talking about all week here, 7-7 Performance and Jumbo Tuner.
I think that's Kunsa.
Oh, is that Kunsa?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's one of his companies, I believe, possibly.
I can see that. 488, there's Pirata.
You can see, of course, Primrose has it on his machine, so that might have convinced me that's him, too.
Right. I think Pirata currently running in that 6th place position right now in the 488. You can see the grandstands starting to swell here. We're still amateur racing through tomorrow. Pro racing this weekend, all day Saturday and Sunday.
I mean, that's not bad for a Thursday, let me tell you.
No, I mean, you know what?
People do work during the week.
Exactly. What's everybody else doing on a Thursday, December 12th this weekend?
Well, we are working. So, Janapa, Primrose, Socalia, Christine, Mercado, and Jesse Arcia, the top 5, as we watch them circulate again to the left side. Sticking to the outside there, Chinapa. She definitely getting a little tired, it looks like, for a second there.
Well, I'll tell you, she should be. She's won the first 2 motos.
Yeah.
I'd be a little tired, too. She had to qualify yesterday and then won both motos. Got 120 points coming into this one. Primrose Kunsa currently sitting in 2nd place with 101 points coming into this one. 53 more would give her 154. And 160, that is what your race leader would have. Chinapa, follow my. I'm sorry, 180. 180. Yes. So, yeah, there'd be a 27-point difference going into that final event. That's a big deficit to overcome.
No, that is a tough one for sure there. But, there's still that 4th moto. You never know what's going to happen there. But so far, Chinapa, she's been perfect.
Yeah, she's trying to seal the deal right now. Again, Chinapa once again from Thailand local. Sponsored by PTT Lubricants, who is here with us in Performance Alley today. Gold Dragon and the Let's Go group. Sierra Calea. They're showing her up on the board, number 717, currently sitting in that 3rd place position. Taking a look down here, Sierra Calea yesterday didn't have the greatest days. Came into this 9th in points. So
yeah, definitely tough. She's got a fan out there wishing her luck. It says 717, go.
There's Christine Kate Mercado on the PH28. Part of the Philippine dynamic duo out there, sisters.
Philippines definitely represents well. And, of course, Paul Del Rosario, those guys for over the years we've got to know.
Yeah, I was hoping I'd see Paul over here. Paul Del Rosario from the Philippines won many world titles throughout the years.
I haven't seen him yet, but I have a feeling we might see him.
Yeah, exactly. It's not the weekend yet. A lot of people coming out just for the weekend, but I'll tell you, we sure are enjoying some amateur racing here during the week.
So as we watch again to the outside, they stick. The top 5 riders sticking to the outside. You got to wonder again, here comes the white flag. I'm going to bet on this next lap, someone's going to split off. And hopefully they watch the last race with 2nd place.
You can
suffered.
Yeah, you can see 2, 3, and 4 all bunched up right now, and you can see them bouncing all over the place.
Here comes the Philippines.
Yep.
4th and 5th right now, representing their country. Thailand, Sirkalia.
So again, the white flag out, not too much time left to go in this one. And while we have the opportunity, we'd like to say a very special thanks to Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, and Siam Watercraft. And I'd like to say a special thanks to our co-sponsors as well, PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing. Thank you for all your support here with the World Grand Prix #1 WaterJet World Cup in World Series 2024.
And we thank you from the bottom of our heart. Amazing Thailand.
Yes, we do. 6:92, not too much time left to go in this one. And Chinapa looking to pull a hat trick here and take 3 out of the 4. The 4th coming up a little bit later on this afternoon.
And we saw the split there, inside-outside. Kunsa to the inside, coming around.
Uh-oh. Is that Kuntz on the inside?
No, it was actually the other opposite.
Oh, okay.
She took that option away from Kunsa, went to the outside, and it looks like Chinapa went to the inside this time.
So congratulations, Chinapa going to take the win. Kunsa going to take second. And then I believe it was Sakela taking third. And here comes Mercado in 4th, and Jesse Arcila rounding out your top 5 as they're all coming from that outside split right now and working their way down the front straightaway one final time here in Moto number 3 of 4. Folks, coming up next, I'll tell you what, now it's time to go to the refrigerator, grab something to drink, grab something to eat real quick, and strap yourself in because race number 31, the Vets Runabout Limited, will be coming up next after these messages from our sponsors.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe, your official riding gear.
All right, folks, welcome back to the World Grand Prix #1 WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. We are down at the Veterans Runabout Limited class. This will be a final race before we go to our Pro-Am Endurance, and then we'll be taking a lunch break. Vets Runabout Limited coming up next, and I'll tell you, this guy was unstoppable yesterday. Boat number 86, Jun Akoma out of Japan, sponsored by the Tone PWC Racing Team. Keep your eyes on that man.
And then it looks like he didn't have the greatest qualifying session, but he ended up second. It's Peller Patrice on the 74 out of France for the Energy Jet Racing.
And boat number 899 out of Thailand, sponsored by 77 Performance by Jumbo Tuner. That's in Uchit.
Well, I don't think the ones that had the rival to the Philippines was the Russians, and it was Alexei Brusrikov on the 76 on explosive ice with 43 points.
And currently sitting 5th in the points, taking a 5th in the first moto yesterday. The T70, that's Therapong Pimpawat. And he's out of Thailand, sponsored by PTT Lubricants, the Gold Dragon, and the Let's Go Group.
And coming from China for the China Nippertoon team, it is Chen Shan on the number 33.
Boat number K21 is Dae-Soo Lee out of South Korea, sponsored by Team Korea.
On the 38 is going to be Vera Wang out of Thailand and the Pusan Sea-Doo jet ski team. He's got 30 points, so looking to better that.
You know, we got boat number 7. That's Margus Keskela out of Estonia, sponsored by the BRP racing team of Estonia, and he's one of our top competitors coming into this for the Jet Ski World Series.
I believe he was leading the points, too. Yep. And then we got Mohammed Mohsen on the 444s, riding out of the UAE for Kasha Racing. 444 Performance, Dubai, Othworld.
And boat number 17, Adapon Kuntz out of Thailand, sponsored by Jet Ski for Rent by John Poole.
And the 23 is going to be Andrei Aklavev out of Russia on the Explosive Ice.
Boat number 58 is Workatit Monglaporn out of Thailand, sponsored by CSL Motorsport.
And I'm seeing a DQ on the number 9, Jord Nikolov out of Bulgaria. And I don't know if he made the call.
All right, so that is going to do it. And look at this, clean and green so far. Got to love it.
Don't say that many times. You know, it's like, Candyman, 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 Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
Number 17 in the lead on the inside.
Is he on?
Well, we got number 17.
Adapon Kunza.
And, yeah, he took an 11th yesterday. Looks like number 70 on the outside. That's the T70 of Therapong Pimpawat. And Kuntz will be coming from the inside. Pimpawat from the outside. Pimpawat going to have the drive, but here comes Kuntz. Kuntz on the inside, and he waves to his buddy. Adapon Kuntz, what a clown. I love him.
Kuntz, those two are good buddies, like you said. That's so cool.
He's like,
they're definitely going to razz each other on that one.
Exactly. You know who hangs out. Look at that. He's going, I'm number 1. It's funny. You know who hangs out with him at Havasu all the time? Who introduced me to him was the outlaw, Eric Lagopoulos.
Yeah.
And them two are very much alike, Great senses of humor, we'll say. Now I'm looking for Jun Akoma. Is that Akoma back there in the 3rd spot? It looks like his boat.
Yes, it does. I do believe you're correct on that one.
So you got Adapon out in front, Pimpawat in 2nd, Akoma in 3rd. And I told you, this Vets Runabout race, man, these guys are quick, fast. And, these KG veterans, man, it's like they put all their heart, all their soul into it. I mean, still spending time at the gym, still spending getting a lot of seat time, and still loving it. And a lot of these guys we've known for 20, 30 years.
Yeah, and I think Adapon, he says, he's still doing it now because his daughter's with him, and it's kept him going and kept that relationship with his craft.
I just realized that. Is he on his daughter's ski, or is his daughter riding his ski?
Well, the other one, oh, wow, that is a good point. That's right. Yeah, both same wrap job.
Right. There goes your race leader, Adapon Kunza, followed by Therapong Pimpawat. And it's going to be a battle for 3rd. And 899 overtaking Akoma right now. That's Anucheat. So Anucheat moves into 3rd place. Akoma back to 4th.
And that's not very characteristic of Akoma right now. You got to wonder if there's something wrong with his boat, because he literally walked away from everybody yesterday. Today, another story. Kunza, the one with the bullseye on his back. Therapong Pimpawat, a heavy favorite here in Thailand, sitting in that 2nd position.
Talking about the top 4, you got Thailand running 1st, Thailand running 2nd, Thailand running 3rd, and Japan running 4th.
Saying a couple people chime in, and Jamie Lee Bray says, "Good luck, Dad."
Jay Supawan says, "Go Therapong Pimpawat on the T70."
Yeah, Carolyn Reed,
yo.
Brooke Harrison. Kind of cool how we get to see who's watching and they want to chime in. Just say hi, give you a shout out if we can. Some more T70s. Told you, Pimpawat, Therapong Pimpawat, a hero here, as well as Adapon Kunza.
And it looks like Kunza doesn't even look like he's working hard out there. Everybody else looks like they're working a lot harder. And there's the T70, Therapong Pimpawat. And Pimpawat's slowly reeling in Kunza. As you see them both coming down the front straightaway, only about 3.5, 4 seconds. in between first and second. Another 3 seconds, the gap between second and third, and that's 8:99 in third. Anyuchit Lidatan Nasusuko.
So we're going to take a look at the top 5 right now, and I'm not sure if that's correct on the screen for us right now. So we're going to figure it out. I know Adapon Kunsa, Terapon Pimpawat, Antjun, Junakoma up there, and Varen in the top 5. Not sure about the Marcus Kaskula. We'll get that going.
Yeah, they've got. I think I see what happened. They've got a 7 and not a 17.
Ah, okay.
So it's 17 that's out in front. That's Adapon Kunsa. It's boat number 7 is Keskala.
So now we know the top 5. We figured that out. We're going to go back down to the beach with our buddy Jake. Jake, what's going on?
Thanks, Mike. I've been in the stands scouting Brits. We don't seem to have too many yet, but we're going to have a big one at the weekend. Steve is with me. Steve, you got James racing this weekend.
Yeah, he races on Saturday and Sunday in Pro GP. Boats all ready, all been tested. Let's hope for a good one. No
second guesses who you're supporting then. That's cool. How have you been finding Thailand so far?
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I think we've been coming here about 10 years now. And it's this year we've actually brought some friends with us. And we've managed to see some sights this year.
Brilliant. So you're teaching them all about Pad Thai and Mukata and all the rest of it?
Yeah, we've been to the elephant sanctuary, and absolutely brilliant. It was really awesome. Also Monkey Island as well, which is absolutely fantastic as well. Yeah.
Superb. Well, from everyone in the UK, we're wishing James all the best at British at the weekend. Good luck. Enjoy the show.
Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Boys, we're ready for it.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Jake, you better watch that guy beside you. He's a cheeky monkey. Stephen Bushell, one of our good friends out of England.
Great people, that's for sure. And you got to hang with one of his countrymen there.
Yeah, that's actually we got to go to Monkey Island with Stephen and his lovely wife Joy,
and Rachel and Martin. It was a good time and their crew, and some guy that speaks English, but it was Scottish, and we couldn't tell.
He was from the north side.
The north side.
All right, I don't believe there's been any changes with the lead so far.
Yeah, out upon Kunsa. Yep.
Kunsa opting to go to the outside. Second place going to the outside. Third place going to the outside. I mean, everybody's going to the outside. I don't know if anybody's taken note of this, but maybe during the lunch break we go up and tap the race directors on the shoulder and say, hey, did you guys notice? Because we sure did.
Yeah, we were definitely noticing there, and it looks definitely that's what they've been sticking to. We actually did see the inside used for a pass, but that was third position just to get out of the pump wash for the second was definitely eating it. And it looks like Terapon Pimpawat not having a problem, but Junakoma, he is back up to pace here as he tries to hunt down the 899 of Anachut. You can see there the all-black stealth machine there. We talked about the Kaja seats, and that's one for sure. He is locked into that machine for high G-forces and high speed.
By the way, we'd like to welcome Carolyn Reed to the program, who is watching in from home. How you doing, Carolyn? She's watching with her good friend, Brooke Harrison. So Carolyn and Brooke, hello from Pattaya, Thailand.
And a couple more T70 shout-outs for Pimpawat. Terapong is definitely a hero. Like Kunsa, I mentioned earlier, very popular rider.
Boat number 38 now coming into the picture. That's Varen Varawong, who took a 8th place yesterday.
So we're popping it up there, and actually the 17 is the one out in front there. That's going to be Adapons Kunsa. Marcus Kaskula, who's sitting, first in points coming into this series, is a little bit deeper in the field. Terapong Pimpawat sitting in that second position there. Then you got Anachut, Lena Natsakul in third, and then Junakoma, followed by the number 38 now, Varen Varawong out of Thailand.
And we're going back out to your leader right there, Adapon Kunsa.
Okay, so his daughter had blue on her boat with that wrap over, so they are different boats.
Okay.
That's what I was looking for. I couldn't get a shot there. And you can see, I'll tell you, Terapong is right up on there. Kunsa, I think as soon as we see a white flag, we might see them split off.
Yeah, only about 3 seconds back. That's the gap between first and second right now. Anyuchit still in third. Junakoma back in the fourth spot. And here comes Varen on the 38. Varen has been on the move.
And it looks like Mosin there on the 444s trying to wrestle him for that position.
That's Chen San that he's racing with out of China. That's, I believe, your battle for 6th right there.
Yep,
number
33.
Yeah, number 33 actually just moved into 5th. And that is Chen. Top 4 out of Thailand, 5th place out of China.
Yeah, Mohamed Mosin there, the 444s there. Is this Sabolsky used to run the 444s? It looks very similar to his old boat.
Yeah, we got 444 here for Mosin.
Yeah.
Out of Estonia.
They used to be on the same team at the time. They both ran 444, but they were in different classes, so they shared the boat.
They shared the boat, right? Have a stock boat, you can run it in a limited class.
That's exactly right. Of course, there are some riders that this is limited, but they can run a stock boat limited.
Once again, for those of you folks that are listening in here on the World Grand Prix #1 live stream, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024, we'll be going after this race to the Pro-Am Endurance Open, but there will be about a 10 to 15 minute pause before we come into that race. And then after the Pro-Am Endurance, we'll be taking a break, I believe, until 1 o'clock, where we'll come back with some slalom until about 2:30, and then we'll start back with, about 2:15, and we'll start back with some closed course racing at event number 35.
I'm glad you're in the Marine Corps, because you'd read military 24-hour clock.
Oh, yes. We'll be back at 1400, 14:15.
Yeah, that's why I wear flip-flops, so I can count past 10 on that one, so I can get up to those numbers.
Adapon Kunsa, Therapong Pimpawat, Anyuchi, Varon, Chen, 1 through 5. No lead changes that last time around. And again, this vet's runabout limited 10 laps. So if it seems a little bit longer, folks, well, it is. 2 laps longer than anything that we've seen so far yet today. And they'll be running 10 in their final Moto 2 today, which will be our final Moto, which is race number 41. So when we come back from the break, we'll have event 33 and 34, which are both 1-lap slaloms. And then at 14:15, we'll be back with the closed course again for race number 35. Kunsa in control.
When we were in Osaka, Japan, I had a chance to talk to Junakoma about that, and he's like, why they give us more laps? We went shorter. He was joking, of course, but right now, though, Adapon Kunsa looks over. He looks rather comfortable at the win as he takes it there. Didn't even see the white flag at that point.
Yeah. Kunsa will take it. Pimpawat will take third. Or second, rather. And then I believe it was Anyuchi in third.
And then I do believe Koma, or actually I believe our Chinese rider, Chen Chan, was back behind Koma. So it's going to be where it's going to shake out. But it was Adapon Kunsa. Congratulations.
Once again, congratulations to Adapon. And as we take a look at the rest of the riders coming in, we will be taking a short little pause here until the Pro-Am Endurance Open. But right now, we're going to commercial. We'll be right back, folks, after these messages.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยแล้วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซด around the sun เข้ามาเลยพวกพวกจะของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งก็แกงออกไปซ่าซีสุดไปเลยค่ะบอกโลกให้
ารยะทำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็น Hilux Revo Z Edition หน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
All right, everybody, you can see our endurance racers are getting ready down there online now. Dave, from what I understand, they're going to be going out there. They're going to be doing a practice lap first, and before they come back and start
Epic racing, and this is the perfect location right now. My toes are getting a very nice dipping. What a great race out there, and what a comeback after the difficulties of yesterday. Adapon Kunsa bouncing back in fantastic style. Let's bring him in. Adapon, yesterday was very tough. Today, you've managed to bounce back. What's changed in the last 24 hours?
New wiring, new ECU, new tune, new setup from yesterday.
Well, today has certainly started better for both you and Primrose. Is he going to finish better as well?
Yes.
So tell us about the course here. What's the key to getting this course right?
This course very hard. Different from Poland, from Havasu. Yes, bigger and good.
And the level of competition here is very high. Are you having to push yourself even harder to get more out of yourself? Simple. You're exhausted, mate. I'm going to let you go for it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Adapon Kunsa, absolutely exhausted after a fantastic comeback. They got the setup right today. They didn't yesterday. Right, folks, pin back your ears, grab yourself a decent vantage point, and crack open a nice cold one. You're going to be in for half an hour now of the Pro-Am Endurance Open. Get yourself a good seat, but I promise you, you're only going to need half of it. Thanks for Dave, and thanks for Mike. It's all yours, boys.
Hey, thanks a lot, Jake. As you see, we're going out for the practice lap for everybody that's watching in at home. And they took off directly from the shoreline in front of the main grandstand. They go out. They're going around the big yellow marshmallow buoy. And they're heading north as we view it here from the beach. Again, while we have the opportunity, while they're running this practice lap, I'd like to say a very special thanks to the Sports Authority of Thailand, the National Sports Development Fund, Amazing Thailand, Toyota Gazoo Racing, Thai Airways International, Siam Watercraft, our co-sponsors, PTT Lubricants and Freedom Racing, our official media partner, the Padia People Media Group, our official exclusive jet ski riding clothing from Jet Tribe. Our official hotel is the Davari. Our host city is Pattaya City, and we are in the Chonburi province. We are in collaborations with the IJSBA and the TJSBA, the Thailand Jet Sports Boating Association. Our tournament is produced by World Grand Prix 1 and the WaterJet World Grand Prix, organized by the Watercross World by Asian Multisports, and our tournament owner is the Jet Ski World Cup Grand Prix of Thailand. This is the third round of the Jet Ski Grand Prix World Cup here in Thailand. So a lot of these racers have raced in Poland. They've raced in the United States. And now here we are for their final run. This is the Pro Endurance Open. The person that has been doing very well is Jean-Bruno Pastorella. He's been on fire so far in this class. He'll be out there on boat number 8. He's sponsored by Pastorello Competition Kawasaki. He'll be competing today on the Kawasaki Ultra boat, and that was the same boat that took the win in Lake Havasu just back in October. Now, we've got 34 total riders that are out here in this endurance race, so it should be pretty good. As you can see how many riders we got out there. And there is, I believe, Jean-Bruno Pastorella, boat number 8 on the left-hand side of your screen. You got the T-79 on the right-hand side of your screen. That's Permfan. That's Tara Patanich. And Tara Patanich, no slouch either. And we are kind of in his home water. Again, Jean-Bruno Pastorello out of France. We got Francis Midori, also out of France, sponsored by Easy Rider. He's going to be out there on boat number 4. Boat number 181 is Joe Haikyu out of South Korea, sponsored by Sunspace. The K5 is Jinwon Kim out of South Korea, sponsored by the Marine Mechanics of Korea. Boat number 78, Sabino Zar Manglamat, the fourth out of the Philippines, sponsored by the Team Philippines Network. Boat number 87 is Soyoshi Arai out of Japan, and he is sponsored by Marine Mechanic. Boat number 86, Jun Akoma, getting right off that Veterans Limited boat. Going to jump right on his endurance boat. He's out of Japan, sponsored by the Tone Racing Team. Boat number 3 is Fahad Al Reyes out of Kuwait, sponsored by Kuwait Sea Sport Club and Pro Rider.
And then out of South Korea, riding for J1 Sports, is going to be the K72 of Haijang Joel Huang.
And boat number 22 out of Alabama, United States, sponsored by G-Force, it's Anthony Redetich.
And on the 81, coming to us from Australia, riding for 8-1 Racing, it's going to be Bailey Jason Cunningham.
Hey, by the way, congratulations, Bailey Cunningham, getting engaged here just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember seeing that on Facebook. Very congratulations.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Congratulations, Bailey, and his new fiance. Out of the Philippines, we've got Marshall Louis Buasan. He's going to be on boat number 81.
And on the T79 out of Thailand, riding for Pusan Sidu jet ski team, it's going to be Pemperon Patanich.
Boat number 1619 is Igor Farvalov out of Russia, sponsored by Explosive Ice.
And coming to us from Japan on the 700, it's Yuchi Omahara.
Boat number 37 is Alexei Chernahuka out of Russia, sponsored by the Chernahuka Race Team.
And out of Cambodia, riding for Flamingo Jet Ski Team on the 969, Philin Saleh.
Boat number 42 is Nawinarat Kwangatham out of Thailand, sponsored by the K45 Maxima Yamaha Racing Team.
And on the Flamingo New Zealand team, riding in the 553, the Kiwi Kylie Elmers.
Boat number 216 out of Thailand, sponsored by Busan Jet Ski Team. And it looks like sponsored also by Nakahathanam. That is Orifan Terapatanich.
And then we got the 76, going to be Alexei Roskov out of Russia on the Explosive Ice Machine.
And boat number 8, your current points leader coming into the final round here of the Jet Ski World Series, Jean-Bruno Pastorella out of France, sponsored by Pastorella Competition Kawasaki.
Well, he rides out of Australia. He's a lot in the U.S., but rides for Gi Racing. It's the G-Man on the 20, Guy Greenland.
Boat number T951 is Tapa Tawarnat out of Thailand, sponsored by the Retchaberry Jet Ski Team.
And riding out of Australia for the Sydney Watercraft and the 3A, it's Robert John Bray.
And out of South Korea, we got boat number 777, Ro Taeyang.
On the 33, out of China, on the China Nippertoon team, it's Chen Shan.
Boat number T70 out of Thailand, sponsored by PTT Lubricants, the Gold Dragon, and the Let's Go Group. It's Terrapong Pimpawat.
And coming to us from France on the Energy Jet Racing Machine on the 74, Steve Frankenberg.
From Kuwait, sponsored by the Kuwait Sea Sport Club. Boat number 85, that's Youssef Alkafan.
And out of Germany, riding for the Explosive Ice team, it's going to be the 7, Philip Schieper.
Boat number 30 comes to us from the United Arab Emirates, sponsored by the Sharjah Jet Ski Team. That is Khalid Alamazi.
And just down the road across the Thai Gulf here out of Indonesia, riding for Team Indonesia, the 15, Aksa Sutton Azwar.
And finally, your 34th competitor, boat number 19 out of Jakarta, Indonesia, sponsored by Team Indonesia. It's none other than Superman. That's right, Aero Azwar. That rounds out your field of competitors, ladies and gentlemen. 34 riders as you see them practicing along the course. I believe the course is about a mile and a half in length, Dave.
And this is definitely a lot longer. They didn't have us at Poland. Was a little bit bigger. Havasu, a shorter course. Here, they've let them stretch their legs and go to a mile and a half from about 3/4 a mile that they were doing before.
Well, I'll tell you, and it's great because for those of you that are sitting and watching at home, we actually were sitting right on the beach, and right across the beach are all the hotels and everything like that. So you can actually sit up on your balcony, you can watch your races if you're right here on the beach. And the way that that stretches the way that goes so far down the beach. I mean, any place is a good seat here for the endurance race. As the red flag comes out, signifying the end of practice, and boogity, 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 it's just about time to go racing.
Carolyn Reed said all the best to Bailey Cunningham. Go Bailey. Nathan Hood chiming in there. Robert John Bray for the win. Let's go, Rupert. And then a couple of T951 for Opal on there. She liked it so much, she did it twice.
There we go. Perfect.
So this is where they're going to change it up a little bit here, get them back to the shore.
Very reminiscent for those of you folks that watch a lot of endurance racing. I know that they have a huge endurance series over in Europe. I don't know too much about the endurance over here in the Far East, but we've got the P1 Aquacross over in the U.S. And Dustin Farthing, the king, announced his retirement at the last P1 Aquacross, as did Chris McCluggage, both who have been winners over here at the King's Cup.
Now, let's just back this up. Now, how many people we know that have retired that have come back because they just can't stay away? I don't see Dustin or McCluggage staying away forever.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, I can understand. You know, I mean, both of them have kids, though. You know, and I know Mac McCluggage, Chris's son. You know, he's actually going to be moving to Spain. Chris is moving to Spain.
Oh, wow.
So to pursue Mac's motorcycle racing career. And Dustin says he just wants to go to races and watch his kids race. So, I mean, you know, I could see him maybe coming out for some celebrity stuff.
Or Devin or Talon go, come on, Dad, come race with us. Come on, come on. You're not that old yet.
And just look how packed it is down there, right there along where the starting area is. There is the 1619 Igor Farbalov out of Russia.
The explosive ice team.
I believe I see 22, Radetich. There's boat number, it's like 85. That was Youssef Al-Kafan.
Radetich, paralyzed from the waist down in a wheelchair. And unfortunately, it was a military. I guess it was in an accident, in a helicopter, right?
No, he was a helicopter combat pilot.
Yeah.
And then after he came home from the Persian Gulf War, he was hit on his motorcycle. And
I know he was served. And there's
Peter
John Bruno.
Yeah, and Peter DeSmet. Giving Peter DeSmet the knuckles, and that's the guy that you want to watch. That's the guy with the bullseye on his back. And speaking of bulls, there's the bulldozer. The bulldozer from Russia.
Yeah, it looks like
I must break you.
Ivan.
Exactly. Those guys are a fun bunch. I seen him the other night over at Devers.
Yeah, they were having a good time with them. They're fun people.
Yeah, there's Simon Ricks.
Talking to Kylie Elmers, a good friend of ours.
Kylie. God love Kylie. She's my favorite Kiwi.
Oh, absolutely. And there she's missing her champagne buddy.
Yeah, I know, Don Dawson.
Yeah,
Don, if you're listening in, we miss you. We miss your girlfriend. All right, so once again, getting set to go here for our Pro-Am Endurance. This is their first moto. I believe we're running another moto tomorrow, Dave.
Yep.
I don't see another one on the docket for today. After this moto, we will be going to a lunch break, and we'll be resuming the live broadcast, I believe, at 1300, which is 1 o'clock. And then we'll come back with closed course racing right around 2:15 or 14:15.
Yeah, we have, I believe, some junior ski the second round of their slalom. I've seen some of these riders. Camera getting some great shot of our pilots that are getting ready to go out. Loving the knuckle bump.
Oh, yeah, everybody's happy. You know,
Yeah.
you notice everybody's smiling. You know, you don't see anybody, walking around like all crazy.
How can you have a bad day at a jet ski race, riding a jet ski?
Well, I don't know how you could have a bad day in Thailand. Jeez.
Exactly.
Everybody smiles so much here, and I've always been a firm believer that smiles are infectious, and they certainly are
miles here in Thailand. Well, it looks like they're down there trying to get everybody set up here. Simon Ricks doing his usual herding of cats, as we call it.
All right, folks, let's go down to Jake, who is on the beach with all these crazy endurance pilots.
This is going to be a fantastic race battle now, the toughest and most physical competition in our WaterJet World Grand Prix. This is the Prime Endurance, and they'll do this twice over the week. Once today, once again tomorrow. Half an hour, flat on the throttle, all the way around this course, and it is a very physical course, let me tell you. These riders getting themselves very much up for the run. They now know everything they need to do. There was a change to the format of the start, just a slight one, in the riders' meeting earlier on. They had originally been agreed that they were going to start the race with a klaxon horn, with an air horn. That's now changed. It's now going to be a raising of the flag. So that's what you guys will be looking out for off the start. Competitors getting themselves ready. They come from all over the place around this particular race. Stéphane Adam of France. We've got the fantastic Bailey Cunningham of Australia. And we've got a fantastic charge from the bulldozer himself. Alexei is going to be absolutely on the charge here, Alexei Bezrukov. And as you and I both know, guys, when a bulldozer charges at you, you get out of the way. Let's do it.
Oh, so true, Jake, and definitely a bulldozer for sure he is. This is going to be incredible. This is a herd, a gaggle, a pod, whatever you want to call it, of jet skiers all going for the first turn, and it's a Le Mans start. You can see they're going to run. The only one that they're allowing, I believe, is 22 of Anthony.
34 competitors here in this one.
Wow.
Now, I'm wondering if they're going to use the horn or if they're going to use the light system.
I'm thinking the light system. Hopefully they're sticking with it. We do a 300-mile jet ski race in Havasu every February, and it gets shot with a shotgun start.
There's the Bulldog 76 just on the right-hand side of the fence. Okay, the green flag's up, so there's going to be a flag start. Green flag's up, flag's down. Okay, here we go. We are on it, and there we go. We are off and away. As you see, riders trying to get their lanyards hooked up, people panicking. You've got to be, what's running through your mind, Dave? What do you think is running through their mind as they get on their jet ski and they're trying to jam that thing in there?
Yeah, you got to target. You just got to. They practice that. They actually practice. They go out, run out, practice how to put that, practice how to put it on. It is so important to get that start. Jean-Bruno Pastorello said, he goes, I do at least 20 times before I go out. And I'm like, he goes, that is the biggest key to getting out there. You get in front, smooth water, you're good.
Well, do you think that, is there any way that you could make it a little easier? Like if you had an endurance boat, could you make it easier to get your ignition key in?
Cannot modify it. Cannot modify the key nor the ignition on that.
Okay. Well, that answers my question. And I was wondering because I haven't seen anybody that's really modified that, but it's never really been questioned.
So you've seen the security keys like the Kawasaki's have. So they have to have the security key in there already. So that's done already. You still have to get the coded lanyard on.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, you can see we're about 8 wide after the hole shot. And once we get some numbers here, we'll let you know, folks.
And really wide out there. You can see some fast movers. Looks like our leader right here, possibly.
Yeah, right in the top left-hand side of the screen. Now the center of the screen. That is probably Jean-Bruno Pastorella, if that is a Cowie. Because he is one of only, I believe, 2 Kawasaki's out there. Well, 3 Kawasaki's I see.
Trying to get a lead in. I don't think it might have been I'm trying to see. The new boats look so similar. And then they put wraps on. Yeah, it's a Cowie.
Yeah.
There's a Sea-Doo. There's a Sea-Doo.
Yeah, it looked like Kylie Elmers was in 3rd place right there.
And she had a great run in Havasu until she had some mechanical problems, unfortunately. So I know she's looking for a better finish here.
Yeah, they're just now coming down the front straightaway, so it literally, by the time they went to the top left-hand side of the track and came back through the start-finish line, took them over 2 minutes.
That's a far distance they're going, definitely. Fuel calculation, they can go farther on a full tank. So you got to calculate. You don't want a full tank that adds more weight. So you got to find out how many laps at full throttle, how far you can go with the least amount of fuel. So Mike's taking to see our past history in this sport. And we don't have it on our World Cup sheet here, so let me try and
I
take
believe
a look here.
John Bruno Pastorella is the points leader.
Oh, he is the points leader coming to this. He won Havasu.
And it looks like he's picking
and
up
Poland. He's had 2 wins out of the 3 rounds so far. He's looking to put the 3rd one in here.
Well, taking a look out there, second place looks like about 3 wide, following Pastorella as they work right to left in front of everybody here in the grandstands. And you can hear behind us people yelling in the grandstands for their favorite racer. Okay, so again, that was a boat number 8.
I just saw Kylie Elmers. I saw the 553. She's went 4th or 5th right now. There's a lot of skis out there. Again, Mike mentioned 34 competitors on the water.
Yeah, it's controlled chaos, and you can see just how long the chaos spreads here along the Gulf of Thailand. As they go up there to the top left-hand side of the track and make the turn, they'll work their way back this way.
So we're just past the 4.5 minutes, approaching 5 minutes of the 30-minute plus 1 lap, which makes the distance up.
Grueling, you know. I mean, I've always said, especially like with the Aquacross series, you know, it kind of takes 3 things that is the formula to being a champion in this type of racing right here. First, you have to have the vehicle that will hold together. You know, you got to have a PWC that's going to hold together. It's got to be reliable. Then you've got to have the physicality. I mean, you've got to be physically tough enough to hang on for that long. And then you've got to have the mental capacity, because once you get into 25 minutes, you start making mistakes.
So Junakoma, 2nd place, the 86. So the 8 and the 86. The 26.
Yeah, I believe that's Louis Buisson.
Buisson, okay.
Buisson did well out in Havasu as well.
Yep.
And it looks like Kylie Elmers on the 553 after that. So there's your top 4.
The flying Kiwi that lives in Australia.
I didn't know Kiwis could fly.
Yeah, neither did I. She flies on a ski, I'll tell you.
Oh, she certainly does. A multi-time women's runabout world champion in closed course. Now finding her home with the endurance racing and doing very well. I believe she was, in 2nd place in the points going into Havasu. I'm not sure what happened in Havasu.
She had mechanical issues.
Okay.
So we can see there the top 3 there. Again, we just mentioned Pastorello, Akoma, and the 26 of Busan, and should see Kylie Elmers come into him. And look at the lines. There is no real lines, you know, wide, narrow. I mean, to me, you want the path of least resistance going around the turn. You might go a little wide, but you also want to get closer so it's a shorter distance.
Yeah, well, and then again, you know,
sword.
when you're coming up, you know, to the buoy that you're approaching, you know, you want to go a little bit wide so you can, you know, kind of cut in and, you know.
Just like regular auto racing, hitting the apex to have the fastest entry and exit speeds.
Yeah, and you can see Jean Bruno actually taking a look over just to make sure. And you see how wide he's set up.
Yep.
And you see where 3rd place was right there, coming right down the middle. That's a coma right there. That's
Coma might have gone back a position.
Yeah, it looks like boat number 26. That could have been Buisson that has moved up into 2nd. That's a coma right there, currently sitting in 3rd. As they work their way to the north side of the track, and those are your top 3 right there. And you can see the gap between 1st and 2nd, probably about 5 to 6 seconds right now. As we are at 22:29 left to go. Again, this is only their first moto here of the weekend. glad they could join us on a Thursday. Nice to have some pro racing on a Thursday.
Oh, absolutely great. I love it. And it's, you know, and I was kind of surprised they were talking about us getting a little rain. It held off. It actually skirted off. It's raining out in the Gulf, but not here. And oh no. Is that the T70?
That's a 78. That's
78.
Sabino Zar Mangalamat, the fourth out of the Philippines. And unfortunately, Mangalamat has to come in a little bit early.
Right with those Yamaha, the EX, the Lexus there they have, I believe.
And there is your race leader once again, Jean-Bruno Pastorella, factory Kawasaki rider.
Team Pastorella.
I was wondering, I was sitting at breakfast today, and speaking of factory Kawasaki, who comes into breakfast while I'm eating breakfast? Minoru Kanemaru.
Minoru Kanemaru, yes.
Yeah. Kanemaru came in, and I'm looking. I'm like, I wonder why Kanemaru's here. And then I remember Jimmy Wilson's running factory Kawasaki, and then Jean-Bruno Pastorella is running factory Kawasaki.
So Kawasaki's got a new resurgence on this. They teamed up with Hyperion to make the new boat that's kind of competitive with the Fast Power Sports and the other aftermarket manufacturers. So he was instrumental in making it. As we look back at Kylie Elmers, but there's a nice picture over there with the Hyperion with Kanemaru riding it.
Nice.
As I like to call him Sensei.
Yeah, he's a legend in this business, no doubt about it. Minoru Kanemaru, factory Kawasaki rider for many, many years, and now works at the shop out in California.
World champion, yeah. Lives in Rowland Heights, California, works in Lake Forest.
His wife, a world champion too,
yeah, Emmy, yep. I'm waiting for Mui to be the next champion. So we got Paul Traynor going, let's go Rob. Trying Team Pastorella competition. Go. And we got a Kylie Elmer shout out.
All right, the gap between first and second place right now, 8.38 seconds.
Look at this great shot coming at us. You got 5 boats there, top 5. 3 battling for third. They are neck and neck.
Just over a third of the way into this. Boat number is that
Robert
3?
John Bray.
Yeah, out of Australia. So a tough break there for Rob, who had a fan. You got Sabula saying, go Kylie Elmers.
And then Christopher, go Robbie.
And that was Rob, who just pulled off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So again, still a lot of time to go here. Just over 19 minutes left in this 30 minutes, plus a lap. Pro-Am Enduro race. This is their first race here with the Endurance. After this, we will be taking a short pause for the cause to feed our crew. And then we'll be back at 1300, which is 1 o'clock for all of you folks listening in.
Now that's something I wanted to take a look at here, my clock around the world. So if you're on the west coast of the United States, it's like 9 p.m. For you, it'd be, midnight? Let's see, Bangkok here, 12 o'clock. Dublin, UK, 5 a.m. Australia, 4 p.m. Osaka, Japan, 2 o'clock. Crazy.
Well, we started with 34. We're down to about 30 now, as we've got about 4 riders that have pulled off.
Talk about a class that does have a lot of attrition, that's for sure. Loving the big giant buoys. You don't want to hit one of those. They hit back, I found out.
Right. Well, yeah. You don't want to hit one and have to pay for it. That's Louis Buisson right there, currently sitting in second place out of the Philippines. Yeah. So Buisson has been in that second place position for almost half the race now.
So we get some other reads on some numbers here. Anthony
Radetic, boat number 22. Kylie Elmers still in the mix right there. I believe she's right there behind Radetich. I believe they're running 4th and 5th unofficially right now. Pastorello still out in front. Buasan in second on boat number 26. You can see, looks like there is a real battle going on for 3rd place. It's the top 2 already making the turn. That's Pastorello on the bottom right-hand side of your screen. Buasan's
not letting him go. He is right there with him.
Trying to keep him in his gun sights, that's for sure. Still about 8 seconds off the pace being thrown down by Pastorella. Not really losing any time that last lap, but not really gaining any either.
Now you'll see a guy like Pastorella, he'll sit a little bit in the turns and he'll kind of stand back up, use his legs. There he goes, pops up. Very distinct style with him, reminiscent of like a McCluggage, even a Farthing. You know, those guys really use their legs.
Well, you know, I think he knows when he needs to stand up, and he knows when he can take a break and sit down when he's on them long straightaways.
And when Busan's on you, you don't want to, sit back and relax at all.
Yeah, and you can see the gap right there between 1st and 2nd place. And it looks like your race leader, Pastorello, already catching up. As you can see, some pump wash there right in front of him, catching up to the back of the pack. So we're going to be in lap traffic here in no time, almost less than halfway through the race.
And the amazing thing, they're 80 plus miles an hour now. So one little mistake, you slow down a little bit, whoever's behind you, you may think it's 300 yards. They're going to be on you just like that.
K-Rod says, go, Anthony. Thanks for watching in, K-Rod.
Hi, K.
And Mandy Skips says, go, Kiwi Kylie.
I like that.
Noah Skips, I believe, related to Noah.
Yeah.
Noah did a great job on that P1 Aquacross series. Surprised he's not here racing in this one. This is his style, but from what I've seen, they just had a regional race, I believe, down there in Australia, and he won the regional race in the runabout division. Jean Bruno Pastorella still your leader. Under 15 minutes left to go, so we are more than halfway through this one. And welcome to Pastorello Raceway here in Thailand. Buasan still in 2nd place, but about 9 seconds off the pace. Radetich in 3rd. And there is a little shot of a headshot of Buasan as here comes Anthony Radetich on the Double Deuce.
That's kind of cool to see a new color scheme for him.
4th place, Kylie Elmers on the 553.
She always runs yellow and black.
Stock. It looks like boat number 951 running in the 5th place position. That is Tara Tarwat, Josana Sant. And he's out of Thailand, sponsored by the Ratchaburi Jet Ski Team. All right, once again, top 3 out there. John Bruno Pastorella, boat number 826 is Buasan, sitting in 2nd out of the Philippines, and out of the United States, we've got Anthony Radetich. But right now, let's go down to the beach where our good friend Jake is standing by.
Beyond the halfway point in this Prime Endurance Cup, and Jean-Bruno Pastorello still doing a fantastic job out in the lead, and with his family who are sweating cobs out here. We've got Hugo, the son, Sabine, the wife. Hugo, he's doing a fantastic job. What is it about this year that has made him kick it up a gear? What has he improved?
We are very happy to be here. Pastorello do a big race. We are in the middle of the race, so it's very good. The team do a very good job this season with many victories. So we are very happy to be here with the best team of the world. So the ski is very fast, and my father is very good on his ski. So we hope he wins two races today and tomorrow.
How nervous are you that everything is going to hold together? How tough is it out there to keep the jet ski functioning?
Yeah, it's very hard work. So the team works very well because we have many races in France, and we can work on the French races. And we come here with best setup, and we can win here. So he's first now. I hope he will be first in 50 minutes.
Merci beaucoup. Thank you, Hugo. I want to have a quick word with Sabine as well. Sabine, how are you enjoying being back in Thailand again?
Oh yes, of course. It's a place fantastic.
It must be so nerve-wracking for you being here on the side watching him over the 30 minutes. Do you get worried? Do you get nervous with him out there?
Yes, I'm very nervous because I'm afraid. And I'm afraid for my son, and I'm afraid for my husband.
You're afraid he's going to do it as well?
Yes, of course.
Okay, so Sabine is living in fear. Thank you very much, guys. Jean-Bruno Pastorello leading the way. There's a few minutes left. It looks like he's going to be strong. This is his year, guys.
Yeah, hey, that's good stuff down there. But translated, yeah, the Pastorello family came to Thailand and we're kicking butt.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. And Hugo, of course, races stand-up on a Kawasaki, and he's done some endurance racing. And, he's no slouch himself. In fact, he gave his dad a run for his money a few times.
Now we're taking a look on the screen here, and I believe that is Jean-Bruno Pastorello.
With
only
nobody
one
around.
on the screen. Is that Busan? Busan just now coming into play along with Anthony Radetich. That's your top three. Jean-Bruno, still your race leader, followed by Busan in second. Radetich on the double deuce in third. Kylie Elmers out of Kiwi Land in fourth. And then you got Terakawat, T95 from right here in Thailand. Once again, 5 different countries represented. France out in front, Philippines in second, United States. Then we've got our Kiwi from New Zealand, and right here in Thailand in fifth.
So some shout outs there from Janus. Looks like Go Ant, Rat Ant. I like Alexi Parter. Kawasaki, too fast.
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Well, you got to wonder if, all the modifications that you're allowed to do to that Kawasaki, because Kawasaki's aren't really the most popular at the endurance racing over in the United States, and I think it's because their hulls are very heavy.
Yes.
And if you're racing in flat water, that's really tough. And looks like boat number 42 is coming in on the gap.
Trying to get a read now on the number here. 42 is No Winnerat, Kun Sung Tam.
Just under 8 minutes remaining plus a lap as you take a look at your race leader, and he is looking strong. He's still in that attack position. Been going for nearly 23 minutes now. He was going really fast there. I don't know.
For a second. I don't know what should happen. But our monitor or watching sped him into 4 times.
What did I eat for breakfast?
I told you to stop eating the leaves off the trees here, Mike.
Oh, my goodness. Holy peyote, Batman. 7:20 left to go. And I believe that is your battle for second right there. You see Anthony Radetich Coming up on the outside of Buasan right here.
Anthony's
Buasan taking a look behind him. That's a
Ooh.
mistake. You can see Radetich, when he looked behind him, Radetich went ahead and gassed that. He's getting out the broom, and Radetich sweeping hard. We'll see exactly where he comes back in, and you'll see he's only about a second and a half off the pace. That is the gap between second and third place right now, folks.
Of course, both on Sea-Doos there. Anthony, kind of the poster boy for Sea-Doo now, doing a lot of work with them, and great ambassador.
Yeah, he's Radetich out of the USA, sponsored by G-Force here this weekend. And there's boat number 951.
That's Terrapatawat.
There's Kylie Elmers on the 553. Very fast.
She is one heck of a mechanic, too.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. You know, I mean, she knows what she's doing. When it comes to going in the garage or getting out there on the race course, you know, you can trust her with a wrench or you can trust her with a boat.
I remember hearing stories that they were kind of doing their own hole. They had the whale, the big stand-up she made. She raced stand-ups for a while, but her and Les Cook, you know, make some of the fastest motors around in Sea-Doos.
Isn't that the Sea-Doo Center then?
Yeah, Sea-Doo Center of Australia.
Good stuff. Closing in on 5 minutes plus a lap here. Grueling, but I'll tell you, you know, I think we got saved a little bit today, even though we haven't got a lot of that rain they were talking about. The overcast has been kind of nice.
It is nice. It's definitely some great racing. Now, that's one thing here. We're at sea level. We have a lot of humidity in the air. So when the air goes in the motor, there's Radetich right there.
Yeah, Radetich moved up into second place, got past Buasan. So Radetich moving up through the pack, straight out of Alabama.
Yeah, I think that was that look over his shoulder, the look of death, as I call. Radetich saw it and capitalized. But getting back to my thought, the humid weather, air, intake into the motor, you actually lose a lot of horsepower. So you got to tune these skis a little bit different for a drier air versus a humid air and temperature. So that is crucial too. And I know Pastorello's, they had their little laptops out there trying to get that mix just right in testing. And as well as Anthony and Kylie.
Right, well, here comes Pastorello again on the Kawasaki. Only 3 Kawasaki's. 34 boats out there, only 3 Kawasaki's. Had a lot of Sea-Doos out there today. More Sea-Doos, I would say, than normal, but Sea-Doo's normally a good flat water boat.
Yeah.
You know, and
great boat. Yeah, for sure.
Probably the lightest of the runabouts when it comes to racing.
Now,
and
Kawasaki's are better in rough water because you mentioned the heavier holes, so it's kind of give-take like you were talking about.
But it seems like Yamaha, except for this championship, Yamaha's winning all the championships in endurance racing.
Yeah.
You know,
you got one heck of a boat.
You got your Cooper Caldwell, your Skips, you got your Farthings, you know, all on Yamahas.
So I saw here, Kylie beats runabouts when she's on a stand-up. I do believe that.
Yeah, exactly. She's a beast.
You got a G-Man shout-out for Guy Greenland.
Yeah. Good to hang out with G. Got to hang out by the pool with him over at the
I wasn't sure how I liked it. We're here our early vacation time before work, and he made us think. Got our minds working.
Yeah, exactly. There's Buasan looking up. It's like, when are you going to throw that white flag?
Now, you notice some of them, they've taken their visors off on their helmets.
Yeah.
You know, to keep, because their neck, every time that, you know, air gets underneath it, wants to lift. Some run with them, some run without them. There's, you know, Kylie. She's tough.
Yeah,
she
but
runs with it.
she runs with it, but I believe she's also got a Hans device on where she's got, the neck protector.
Head neck restraints, as I refer to them, like Hans, of course, being one of the brand names.
All right, just about 2:30 to go here from Jomtien Beach, Pattaya, Thailand. You're watching the World Grand Prix #1, WaterJet World Cup and World Series 2024. We're taking a look at the Pro-Am Endurance Open. This is their first race of the weekend, and Jean-Bruno Pastorella out of France is your leader.
We're coming up on the 2-minute warning here very shortly, just on the fat side of it as it clicks down. Once we get down there, if they come up close to that point near the tower, the white flag will be thrown.
I see Danielle Radetich watching, I believe, from back in the good old USA. Says, way to go, Ant. So again, under 2 minutes left to go, and you can see Team Pastorella was looking on here as Jean-Bruno still maintaining a decent lead.
Yeah, Cunningham, according to our paperwork, is out there. We just have not seen him on course from our cameras, and we can't see outside the tent. So we're trying to see if they come by, we call them out. I like how they say this, max RPM. That's what they are at, definitely.
Well, that's, I believe, Jean-Bruno Pastorella working his way through some back markers. That's him on the left-hand side of the screen for those of you who are watching the live feed. Jean-Bruno Pastorella on the Kawasaki.
Rob Bray, we're not sure. Did Rob came in? Rob Bray, he had a problem, came on.
Yeah, Australian rider.
We don't know if he made it back out on the water or not.
Jean-Bruno Pastorella, still your race leader. Oh, and he comes through with 30 seconds. So now he's going to have to go a whole nother lap and a white flag lap.
And a white flag lap.
Oh, actually, they gave him the white flag there.
Okay, so I know when they get close, within 25 seconds, 30 seconds.
So again, yeah, this is the final lap here for Jean-Bruno Pastorella. Alrighty, so once again on the final lap, not too much time left to go. Jean-Bruno Pastorella, Anthony Radetich still in second place, followed by Buasan. Checkered flag getting ready to come out from the flag stand, Dave.
Yeah, definitely hear a lot of horsepower coming by us here. We're parallel to where the tower, the finish line would be. So we do hear them go by, can't see them. T51, I'm not sure where Opal's at. Yeah, we're hoping, hopefully Bray got back out. Not sure where Guy is at. But we know where this man's at. The number 8, Jean-Bruno Pastorella. Looking to be perfect so far between the 3 stops here at the World Grand Prix as well as the World Cup.
So again, not too much time to go for that young man right there out of France, factory Cowie pilot. I'm sure if he had the microphone, he'd be thanking folks like the guy we was talking about earlier.
Yeah, Mr. Kanamori, Minoru. It was great seeing a lot of the, in Japan, seeing a lot of the Kawasaki executives very enthused about jet ski racing again, which tells us with Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and Kawasaki, happy to go racing. We're all about it.
Yeah, that's great. That's cool that we got all the manufacturers here in Performance Alley, too. They're all set up, so you'd like to see the newest, latest, and the greatest from Yamaha, Kawasaki, or Sea-Doo. We've got it right here, Jomtien and Beach.
Or even Freedom Racing's got their booth, and you could go buy a Corvette that goes in the water.
Good.
We need a race series in America with those, Mike.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That would be a lot of fun.
All they got to do is ship over 12 of them. We'll put drivers in them. Just throwing it out there. We can start a new Freedom Racing car drag racing on the water. Oh.
There we go. Maybe we can get Freedom Racing to sponsor us.
That's right. I just saw your ears perked up. Huh? Kibbles and bits.
So this is the final lap.
The final lap.
This is the final one.
And that's
so
final.
Here we go.
There
Now
it
the
is.
checkered flag's coming out. Jean-Bruno Pastorella takes a look behind him. Nice win. Nice ride there by Jean-Bruno Pastorella out of France.
Pastorillo competition there. We got Milwaukee, Kawasaki.
Congratulations, Factory Kawasaki.
And how about this, Radetich?
Taking a second place for Sea-Doo and his team, the G-Force team.
There's still he's got another race to do, right? We got two
Yeah,
motos.
I believe, they're coming back tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
And you can see just how far Pastorella came in, about 26 seconds
Still
ahead
very
of second
close, though,
place.
for an endurance race like this. So looks like the 951 Turapovic pulling up the tie rider.
Now, I'm wondering if something happened to Kylie, because I haven't seen Kylie in the picture. You see our tech inspector, Adrian Wilson, out of England. They're in the forefront, checking out the boats, making sure everybody's legal.
There's Busan.
Busan going to be in fourth place from the Philippines.
Marcel Louis Busan. And then we should be seeing Kylie here.
And it looks like a drag race here for fifth place. And it kind of looked like Kylie's boat.
Yeah.
Kind of looked like Kylie's boat, black and red, or black and yellow rather, but obviously weren't panned in that tight. Having a tough time seeing. So we only seen like 6-7 boats come across the finish line. There's boat number 8 out there. We started with 34 boats.
A lot.
Down to 8 boats.
Okay, we should get a shot here. Pastorella, Radetich, Panovich, and then there was Kylie. You're right.
Yeah, that was Kylie that came in.
Fourth.
Great job there by Kylie. You see all the top riders down there. Let's go to Jake, who's hanging out down in the pits. Let's see who he's got with him. Jake, take it away.
Thanks, boys. I'm down here on the shore. It's been a fantastic half-hour race out there. Jean-Bruno Pastorelli managing to completely crush the competition. He's currently chatting away to the Pastorello Motorsport live stream at the moment. We're going to get him in for a quick conversation. A lot of very happy people out here. Jean-Bruno, le vainqueur, congratulations. You are the winner of the first of the 2 races this weekend. What was it like out there?
I'm happy because I know it's a very hard race, and there are many racers. I don't know how many world championship on this start, but I think François Medori, Radetich, Anthony Radetich, Kelly Eimer. So for me, I'm very happy, and the site is fantastic.
This has been quite an incredible season for you. It's been a few years since you were back up at this point. What is it that you've changed over the last 12 months to get you to this point?
No, I don't change nothing. Just, I think I never change my team. My team is the best team. I'm sure I'm not the best racer of the world, but I'm a team, a very good team, best team of the world. And thank you, Kawasaki. Sawaki is here. It's a meeting. It's a world meeting, Kawasaki. There is all my boss, and there is many boss. I'm very happy. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Is there anything to work on ready for tomorrow, or was the Kawasaki perfect throughout?
Yes. Kawasaki is fantastic for this race. I change those things. The setup is very good. I hope tomorrow win. Comment tu dis, un peu plus devant.
A little bit closer.
Yeah.
You want a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah. It's better for me and for my jet ski. Thank you very much.
Okay, we'll tell everybody else to give you more of a challenge tomorrow. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Jean-Bruno Pastorello. He wants more of a challenge tomorrow. Well, he might well get one. All the riders now know what they've got to do to dial up the machines and go at it again, ready for tomorrow. What a humble man, though. I've changed nothing. It's my team. They are the reason I am so strong. Boys, what a winner.
Thanks, Jake. That's just so awesome. You know, I bet they're going to go wipe the boat down, throw some gas in it, maybe change the oil, and call it a night and have a good dinner. How about you? What would you say, Mike?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think, he said it correctly. You surround yourself with a winning team. There ain't no sense in changing anything. Be a steady Eddie.
If it ain't broke, don't fix.
That's right. Well, folks, we're going to take a short lunch break here until about 1 p.m. So we'll take a short pause for the cause, but we'll be back with a live stream at 1 with some very exciting slalom action coming at you.
So we'll be back.
Welcome to our proudest moment. Tumbling through every single detail. Unveiling pristine odysseys ahead. Crafting each element for globe-trotting. Embarking for the sky. Your magical journey redefined. Thai, smooth as silk.
Presented by Freedom Racing.
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
ชาวแซดมาส่งเสียงต้อนรับแซดหน้าใหม่กันหน่อยเร็วบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดบอกโลกให้แซดของเรานะแซดเข้ามาเลยพวกพวกจะของเกินไม่ต้องกลัวบอกโลกว่ามีเกิน We are proud to be แซดแต่งก็แกงออกไปซ่าซีสุดไปเลยค่ะ
อารยะคำแสบที่ต้องแซดให้โลกเห็นไฮลักซ์รีโวแซดเอดิชั่นหน้าใหม่
Presented by Freedom Racing.
I have a relationship in Thailand. It's the love for the people, for the food, the beautiful nature, and the places. I've cultivated a beautiful relationship in Thailand. What will yours be?
Official partner, Sport Authority of Thailand.
National Sport Development Funds.
Jet Tribe. Your official riding gear.